working.
Oh.
Hey!
Can anybody hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, we can hear you.
No.
Yes, we hear you, Rose.
I said no.
Somebody's got their speaker on.
Somebody's got a speaker on.
You got feedback, Ralphie.
Sounds like aliens.
The doggy's laughing at you. The
Yeah.
doggy's
Is that better?
laughing at you.
I
Yes,
think
much better.
Now you
Yay!
How do they do that?
What's up, everybody? How we doing?
Man, I'm glad you
Hi.
took over.
What's up?
There it is.
Got you.
So much better. So much better. Anyway. Oh, wait. Hold on. Just turn the chat off. There's back. So you guys know there's no chat now. Scrolling across the screen. Got rid of that. Who is pushing people buttons?
What?
What?
It's not me.
Not it.
Oh,
What?
there.
Probably you.
No, I'm not doing it. He left.
What happened?
I can't see
Expert
everything that's
kicked me
happening.
out. Expert kicked me out.
I didn't do that.
No, I'm
I didn't.
just kidding.
I'll tell you what.
You didn't.
I have sent White Rabbit and I sent Volstorm both permission slips. So if something happens, blame them.
I think
No,
you
Well,
have
I'm
to
not
Everyone
send
set
it-
up, so you can't blame me yet.
Yeah,
think you
and
have
I'm
to
not
send
going to
it-
go the easy route and said it's the only one nation policy on this channel that cost you.
Yes.
Kick the youngster out.
How come you can't get?
See, that's why I got my criticism out of the way early. I didn't have to do it on.
What'd you say, Max?
No, I'm. This is a different format, so I'm looking at.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
We
I'm
decided we don't
poor.
like
I tried to save money. Went with Streamlabs.
Get what you
and
pay
everything.
for.
Yeah, you do.
We
Oh,
decided we don't like it, Max.
I think it
remember
works.
that when you're picking up lot lizards, you get what you pay for.
Would you say that you're racist?
Not at all. No.
Yeah.
Look at my dog. He's as black as can be.
It's the motherfucking Eagle Double G. Snoop Dogg.
Hey, I got
And stricken over the music.
drugs today in Tokyo. Look at this. I got some more.
Oh,
Yeah, check that out. Check out what Max has.
I love Lucy. So normally I use the Velos here in Japan, right?
Yeah.
But
told me
I
about
saw
this.
this. This is Lucy.
Lucy?
And
Ooh.
Lucy.
Ooh.
And it's
How much nicotine?
All
I
nicotine.
think 4 milligrams.
Oh,
But-
that's it.
Instead of the white ones, they're a little bit brown. I thought they were snus.
Okay.
I've
Okay.
been in the
Oh,
tanning
here
bin.
we go. Okay.
They're in the
Maybe my
tanning bin.
mic. Is it my mic? Probably.
No,
Okay.
you're good.
Oh, you're
My
good.
mic.
No,
Okay.
it's better now. It's better now.
That is
So-
better.
So it's brown.
Huh.
Because the Velos I use, they're like, all white. They're all white.
Mm-hmm.
So they're not, but they're nicotine. They're not snus. So, and I like them. They're good. So
Which
the
ones
other
do you
day,
like
one
better?
of these.
The whiter the brown.
This is the second- I like these.
The
They
black.
don't have, but I don't like the package. It's too big. So
Oh.
I don't have the package
Nope.
That's what
picture.
she
over
I
here.
figured the other ones would be
Nope.
bigger.
Nope.
Huh.
I know.
I like the smaller because you can hide. Just put them in your pocket.
Oh my
take them out. I
God.
don't want to. I don't want to
Everybody,
get.
welcome to the show.
You just
This
put
is
them in
what
your pocket.
it is. Listen, everybody, I want to make a quickie here. Wait, how do I do that? There we go. Oh, there's Dominic. There is Coco Moon, and
Oh,
somewhere
sorry.
is do what? Oh, anyway, somewhere is Roseman Ranch, guys. She is. Oh, there she
There
is.
she is.
There she
She
is.
does exist.
Oh, hello. Oh, you're doing kung fu.
Hello.
You do kung fu.
Hello.
That's very good.
Hello.
Look
Hello.
like
Oh
Tai
my
Chi.
God.
Hello.
Dominic,
And I do
no.
not have this ready. All right, here. Oh, there it is. And
It's
Do
cold.
the walk like an Egyptian thing. Walk
Walk
like an
like an
Egyptian.
who does that?
That wasn't it, but close enough.
It's like walk like an Egyptian going down the escalator.
Almost threw
We're
my back out.
children.
I'm too old for that.
I'm not
Too
even
many
looking at the
crickets.
stream anymore. So if that tells you anything. Okay. There we go. All right. Now we're how to get back over here. I got too many monitors. Oh, there she is.
Too many
It's
buttons.
Roseman Ranch. Everyone, I have put into the chat. I have pinned it to the top of the chat.
Dominic.
Her channel, y'all. She is right now at 997.
Ooh.
Can we get her to 1,000 subs, y'all? This is the goal for the night. We can do that, of course. We already have it, don't we?
Sure,
You guys have it right now.
I
Watch this.
Subscribe.
I can't see anything.
Well, hold on. We're gonna find out right
I'm
now.
on my
Look.
phone.
Do we pull it up? Did it work? There
Yeah,
it is.
pull it up.
Okay, so
Oh,
it's not big enough.
Fine,
Make
I'll
it bigger.
subscribe. God.
990. Can you
Hold
see
on.
it? Is it bigger?
Gosh.
There you go. 997. Look at this. Look
yeah,
at this.
Yeah.
Hold on here.
Refresh.
Rage.
You're gonna
Yeah,
have
how
to
did I do
refresh,
that?
right?
Why won't? Oh,
Yeah,
there it
push
is.
the refresh button.
Yeah, well, you know.
Ooh.
999.
One more.
We need-
Who's gonna be number 1,000?
I did.
Who's gonna be
I just
1,000?
subscribed.
Oh.
Yay!
Oh.
Thank you, Max. Look at this. Hold on. Check it out. Where'd it go? There it is.
I'll make it
Can't
1,000.
see.
I have another
Boom.
account.
1,000.
1,000. Gonna take a screenshot right here. Look at this. Oh, actually, hold on. I'm gonna come
Every
back over here.
time for the rest of my life, when I see 1,000, I'm going to say, Max Murrah, hello, hello. Every time.
That is awesome. Hang on a second. Let me get the. I'm gonna do a
Dominic.
screenshot
Oh,
of
you
this
have
whole
a.
screen.
Is that a donkey or a burro? I don't know the difference.
They're the same
I have
thing.
a
They're the
burro.
same
I have a
thing.
burro and a donkey. Technically.
Mule or a mule. I don't know. Mules and
I
donkeys
do not
and
have
burros.
a mule.
Isn't a burro just Spanish for donkey? Like, isn't that the exact same
Maybe.
animal?
Yeah.
Well,
but
in the States, they use burro for the wild burros that get rounded up by the original BLM, the Bureau of Land Management.
Hmm.
So technically, Coco's a burro and Dominic's a domestic donkey.
Oh.
Okay, I saw a really scary
Coco,
Vice
don't
TV
forget the
episode
goats.
several years ago. It was called Asses of the Caribbean. And they went down to an area of Colombia, and their young men lose their virginity to a donkey. And
No.
No.
it's still on YouTube. And
That's
it is.
nice.
Dominic.
Just look up Asses of the Caribbean. It's kind of funny.
Or not.
Dominic is not the father. Okay, we'll just leave it.
Wait,
I'm,
is this
There's better
I'm
ways,
curious,
gentlemen.
but I'm
There's
scared to
better
look it up.
ways. Better ways.
Just look it up. Hey, is this the first time I think I met Connor, right? I don't think I
Yes.
How's it going?
Yeah. Good,
Let's
good.
see here. Look at this. No, I
Yeah.
can't do
We're
that.
neighbors.
There
How
you
about
go.
that?
There you go.
Max Murrow.
There you go. Hey, how you guys doing? So, Max Murrow, this is Vice Baby. Vice Baby, Max Murrow.
Yeah, I
Nice
was.
to
I,
meet you. Yeah.
your dad was going to come, I think, around this next month or something. So we're looking forward to
Oh,
seeing
that's right.
him.
He had a trip
Yeah.
to Japan,
Well,
planned, didn't he?
look out
Yeah,
for his
because I
ghost
was
over there.
there's hey, expert, did you send him that clip of Jeff talking about me?
No, I haven't yet. No, I've been running around like a chicken with my head cut off. I'll send that right now.
Yeah, send it to him. It was kind of funny because I was on a stream and I left, and then your dad started talking about me, and it was the greatest compliment. It was so funny. He starts off saying, like, Max really creeps me out. He's really scary. I'm afraid of him.
Max, hands down, is the scariest dude I've ever met on the internet.
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
Hands down. Hands
And
No,
it's
I'm
funny
pretty sure
because
that's-
I knew
Let's
your
have fun.
So I know your dad through through Andrew, and you know Andrew, right? Yeah, he just flew into Japan yesterday, but
Andrew
I think
did? Nice.
he's doing something in Nagoya. Yeah.
Oh.
So well, Andrew hung out with your dad up in Seoul and Busan. Andrew's flown over to Japan several times, so that's where I see him and Josh. You know Meme Copium, right? Yeah.
I know of him and I know of Andrew, but never
Yeah.
like with them like face to face like this.
Because they went out and visited your dad. I think when was it? It was like in
It was a couple of
early
years, like a
December.
year or two ago.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a couple of years ago.
No. It was
No,
really
recently,
Oh, was it
recent.
recent?
Like
Oh yeah.
it was like end
Because
of
I
November
know they
or
went to
early-
the cigar bar together, and then
Oh, they
all the
went
places.
everywhere. Yeah, and
Yeah.
I think Josh took the ferry over. Yeah. It was funny because 2 years ago we Josh and another guy, myself, we did this cringe van tour in Japan. But that was the time your dad was in Busan. He was flying over to Houston for this anime convention. So there were typhoons going on, and we had a little avatar of your dad, and we're going like, yeah, make the typhoon hit him instead of us. And, yeah, it's funny.
That's awesome. Hang on a second here. Roseman, who do you have here? You're muted, by the way. Muted.
Sorry, I was muted because I was moving around. This is Copper.
Oh.
Hey, Copper. How you doing?
Say
Oh,
hi.
much better behaved than Blue Dog. Look at that.
It's a good puppy.
He's eating the horse food.
Well, it acts just like
much
Blue
better
Dog.
behaved than most of the people up here.
Yeah, that's
True.
true. That's true.
I'll agree with that.
Hang on real quick. Let's get through this real quick. T-Rex, how you doing, buddy? Good evening. Let's start off tonight with some good news. His dad has made it through surgery.
Good.
Had a bit of a scare right after. They thought he might be having a stroke.
No.
He was not. He is still intubated. Is that how you
Yeah.
say it? Intubated.
Intubated.
But we are home and he is alive.
Outstanding.
Nice.
Man, we've been saying prayers for you, brother. It's one thing, man. I woke up this morning, I had a cold chill thinking about you. So, and Bad Duck, we know this is good. Who hides in bathrooms at parties? Valhalla does. No, the party pooper.
Diva would if she could
You
fall
know-
asleep in there.
Hey, if I could fall asleep in there, absolutely.
You know the song, the party
Not
pooper
yet.
song.
We're still waiting.
Party pooper song?
Every party needs a pooper. That's why we invited you, party pooper. I'm
Did
only good for
Baker-
songs. Baker knows this.
Did Baker teach you that?
No. She teaches me songs. She taught me about Dominic the Christmas donkey, which is a retarded
Yes.
thing because donkeys don't live in Greenland. And now I need to take a poop every time I go to a party.
Wait a second. Donkeys are in Greenland?
According to Ralphie, but
Yeah, with Santa.
Yeah.
In Greenland.
Oh yeah, because he's up there in the North Pole. Y'all don't know this. Broken Baker's Santa Claus. What's the nomination
I'm
for
only
Santa
fat
Claus?
like Santa Claus.
Well, let me tell you what. T-Rex here again. Thank you everyone who sent prayers and good vibes. I genuinely believe that it helped. All hail chat. Thank you, T-Rex. Hey, brother. Again, man, we are so glad to know that your dad came through that. Guys, those that don't know, the other night, T-Rex went to Discord and he said that his dad had a massive heart attack that day. His dad works in a hospital in the heart unit. So it's one of the things where you're like, this is not good. So, but he's pulled through, and this is awesome. It's been you don't like that. You don't like that stuff. So anyway, and a Broken Baker over there looks like Snoop Dogg. I think you guys. Is that what your shirt hat says? Snoop Dogg.
I think he's getting ready for the redneck brawl.
Is that
My head says
WrestleMania
Grifter.
10?
Oh,
Grifter.
He's got a WrestleMania shirt on, right?
Yeah. Little Pete got me a WrestleMania shirt.
Outstanding.
And Jemima
she's
got me a Grifter hat. So, repping the merch.
Nice.
Someone
actually-
called me a Grifter today. I said,
Actually,
I have Grifter merch.
Are you getting naked?
Duck.
Oh,
oh, there you go. Look at that, Bad Duck.
wow.
There's your hot flashes, Bad Duck. There's your playing with matches. It's Valhalla awaits. Ballstorm, quit being quiet and get it started, man.
Well, I was waiting for
About
my
time.
turn. Ladies and gentlemen, is that set upon my my two hump camel because it's for comfort. I look upon the frozen tundra that unfortunately is our backyard, and I think to myself, can it get better? Yeah, it can get a lot better. Because you know what? A man has an idea. That idea spreads. You have followers. You have haters. Well, let's face it. You have copycats. People that want to try to get a hold of that idea. Then after a while, that idea just becomes like everything else. It becomes an institution. It gets boring. Dies on the vine. But we, the best chat here on the tubes, no, we're not going to let it die. We're going to take that sumbitch, turn it sideways, and crank it up to 11. So I'll tell you what, everybody sit back, relax, have a good time, laugh your ass off. No pun intended, Dominic.
Yeah.
And absolutely, without a doubt, have the best time of your life. Right here on Friday Night Live. Hell check!
Yes, sir.
Oh, thank you,
Yes, sir.
Volstorm. Thank you.
Let's go.
I love the
my
part
gosh.
about have a good idea and then it just dies. I really, it pumped me up. Let's get
What
going.
happens? That's what happens. That's why you got to innovate.
What?
I thought it was
After
about to go
Knoxville,
the Stone
everything
Cold
changes.
route.
After Knoxville, everything.
After
changes.
Knoxville,
Everything changes.
What happens in Dollywood stays in Dollywood. Max, what's been going on, man? How is your life in Japan? What's happening, man?
Oh, nothing much. I have to think. It was just kind of. Maybe I'll remember. I was. Oh yeah. My friend came out with a. He runs he's Japanese. He runs a channel called Spy Channel. He has about 130,000 people.
Nice.
And so some of the stories he was covering was what you're covering in the States, but he was doing it for a Japanese audience. So like the USAID stuff. So he had me looking up last week about, there were sometimes you get these rumors saying, oh, how is NHK, which is the Japanese BBC, not Big Black NHK, but how is it? And so I did trace some of that, but a lot doesn't go through. You don't have a lot with Japanistan, and there was a couple other things, fake spies. There's this one Japanese guy. He's been here for 20 years, and he claims he went to Air Force Academy. Japanese guy, and he worked in Air Force intelligence. I think I sent you his resume before. It's pretty funny. And
did you send it to me?
No, maybe I'll do it. It was because I was showing it to people because it was so weird, and
You wouldn't know if you
it's just
sent
never
it.
been. No one's ever
Oh,
outed him, so we decided to kind of out him. But
Is his name Have Fun?
no, Captain Half. Hey, Connor, have you heard of Captain Half Fun?
I have. I've never
right.
met the person, but I've heard stories. So
It's a shame. It's a shame you haven't met him.
You know what? We should
Kind of
actually
a
arrange that
shame.
meeting.
Oh,
Somebody
by the
send
way,
me an
so,
invite.
if you look in the private chat, Connor, I put in a YouTube link, and it's about 2 minutes, and it's your dad talking about me, but he's referring to Captain Underpants or Captain Ukraine or Captain. No. Yeah. And so
all I'm
that's
getting is
the
the Mizuno cigarette shop
Yeah,
Google
you
Maps
sent
link.
a map. Oh, it's like a point on the
I
map.
sent you the one that you sent me, Max.
Huh?
It's a trick. Don't click it.
Yeah, never click links online.
This is what we learned
Dang
earlier.
it, Max Murrah.
Before the show, everybody was complaining to me, y'all, and saying like, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe this!" Like, everybody hates Streamlabs. It's a horrible thing. I was told I got to go back. Everything else, I was like, well, you know what? Here's the thing, and here's what was great about it. I tried to defend myself, and my microphone didn't work. And then finally, I got the microphone working. I was like, it's Shizzy's fault. You guys don't understand. He's not even here. He's not even here.
It's his fault.
No,
He got me
you
onto this program.
listened to him.
I know. I listen to him. He always Shizzy says, "Oh, hey, bring this up. It'll be great. It's wonderful. It's good. It's not. You're gonna get views. You're not gonna get copyrights. And guess what? You immediately get copyrighted. Immediately get copyrighted." He said the same thing about the microphone. He said, "Oh man, you got to Elgato right. I mean, you gotta get the new program. You gotta do all this stuff." I said, "Well, I've got a new microphone. I've got to be working on." And he said, "Oh, man, you get that." He actually told me what to get. And what the sad part is I was thinking about the same thing he told me to get. Now I'm beginning to have second thoughts about myself. I'm having second thoughts about everything. And I hope that where's that place down there in Atlanta where the lady smashes the cans with her boobs?
Oh, Tammy.
That's where he is tonight.
Nice.
Waffle House. I hope she
Waffle
crashes
House?
it.
Is it the program that has a very aggressive noise gate? Or have you put some equalizer on your new microphone?
Is it messing up?
Yes.
It's
Yeah,
up, down,
you
up,
tap
down,
out.
up, down.
Mhm.
It's
Yeah.
peaking.
It's the new
If you have
Elgato.
that AI crap on that you told me I should get on, take it away instantly because it ruins everything. Get
it
an
works
equalizer
great if you just have like a regular voice.
Clearly.
Yeah.
instead. But you don't have
Good
a
for you.
regular voice because
I
you
know.
get excited.
He's
He's very
excited.
excitable.
Yes. Yes.
We've seen when the white rabbit says, "Go out, run around in the backyard." Okay.
Mhm.
She does. She does say that. Is it working? It's not supposed to be working. There he goes.
What?
All right. How about now? Am I still working? Why is that not quitting?
It's when you go on your monologues. That's when it goes up and down a lot. So, maybe avoid those.
Yeah. Just shut
Okay.
up.
Either
talk
I
amongst
must
yourselves.
be used. I'm either must be used to it,
Just-
or I just tune him out because I heard nothing.
Yeah.
You tune me out.
You
Trust me.
tune
I know
me
all
out.
about that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Someone is having a white claw. Ain't no longer
I
on the
learned-
claw. This is going to be a great
I
show.
learned some.
Okay,
I
Beth.
learned something from the Rittenhouse trial. White Claw means
Outstanding.
peace. So I drink a White Claw in the barn, and everyone's going to be fine. If they want some, they can have it. Peace.
Oh yeah, Cynthia.
I
We can blame
interview-
Shizzy. It is everything's. It starts
Yes.
off with it's Shizzy's fault, and then it just
Let's-
goes downhill from there.
Let's be honest. If there's one person that we can all universally blame at any given point in time, it's Shizzy.
Yeah.
That's
Listen,
just a fact.
Yes.
That's
Listen,
just a fact.
Valhalla and I were sitting at a table on election night. We're at this event, and this kid came up. I say kid. I don't know how old he is. He's like, I think he's like 16. Yeah. Any under 18, you're a kid. So anyway, he comes up and he's like, starts. Because he was with the whole party before, and start talking to him. And I lean over to Valhalla. I was like, "Hey man, we just got a Shizzy replacement." And Valhalla whips around. He goes, "You're not wrong." And I was like, oh my gosh, it's so true. He would have been so great.
And he would have made the 20-minute drive to go to Dollar.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
No
Exactly.
excuses. No excuses to it.
Too much. Too much to ask.
I know.
Too much.
I know.
Can't do it.
But
Well, I figured that's why Shizzy wasn't on tonight. He couldn't
You
make
know
the
what?
drive.
I sent the wrong one. Oh, that's why
Yeah.
you said no cigarette. Okay, you know what? That's not the one.
I tried to tell you.
I'm a sorry, I'm a retard. I was
No, you're slow in French.
where did
Is
you
that-
get no cigarette? Okay, hold
Oh.
on. Let me go. That's why I
That
had
came
to
from Max earlier.
Okay, I'm so there. I corrected it. Sorry about that. I was
Do I-
wondering how the hell did
Do,
you know
do I
wanted no
dare
cigarette
click
this
this
morning?
link?
What?
No.
It's your dad.
Is it?
Did
Well,
somebody?
Is
Did
it?
somebody try to come
Yeah,
in?
you could play it, expert. It's
Oh yeah, it is.
it's a
Oh,
cop-
where
Oh
is
yeah,
it?
it's the thing that Expert just sent me.
Where is it?
Or can you share it?
Oh, wait, private chat. Yeah, hang on.
Yeah, not
Second
me,
one,
no
right?
cigarette.
As long as it's not
Unless
the
you wanna come over,
video
I'll
Captain
buy
have
you
fun.
a pack.
No, it's not that
I've
one.
never.
He was behind the camera. It was his twin brother. Relax, everyone.
Hey, listen, Valhalla will send you. He'll sit with you through the
Yeah.
video.
He's got it on a thumb drive. He can download it.
Yeah.
Hard
Is, this
copy
it? Is
it.
it up?
You gave me
Oh,
the thumb
it's not
drive.
Max, are you coming back after sandwich time?
Yeah.
Is
I'm
that
gonna
it?
grab a sandwich. I'll be back. Okay, see you guys.
See you soon, Max.
Bye, Max.
Max Murray, everybody, legend extraordinaire.
Yes.
Who I don't know who the fuck.
Scary dude.
Honest to God, like for the length of time I've known Max, I have no idea what he does. I think he's like alphabet agency level shit. But
Well,
he
yes,
knows
Jeff.
he knows fucking shit, and he has a
Yes, he's scary.
weird photographic like eidetic memory that like scares the fucking shit out of me.
But he's also a really cool dude.
Yes.
No, yeah, he is, but he's also scary as fuck.
Yes, I'm aware. But
Like,
I
you'll
also think
talk
he's
to him
cool.
and be like, I went to this like local Lotte Giants basement. He's like, oh yeah, no, like the former manager of the Lotte Giants, he knew like General so and so who was like an attaché
General
to the
Chow's
embassy
chicken.
and like so in the
Delicious.
fuck off, you know. Max like, and we had like back in the day, not too long, several months ago, we had a particular person who would haunt everybody's chat. we just called him Captain Underpants. We'll call him. But he
Yeah,
he
that
was,
guy.
Yeah, Captain
Korean warrior.
Underpants.
Yeah, that guy. Yeah,
That guy. And like he was like, you don't know who the fuck I am.
That was actually
And
a pretty
within,
good impression.
5
Was that Kaiser?
minutes, Max
Yeah,
had
big
the
mistake.
dude's, he had the dude's
That's pretty
fucking
good.
license plate number, his address, pictures of his house, and like.
And not to
then-
mention his IMDb.
Well, yeah, not
Yeah.
not to mention the fact that he was
version of the
Yeah.
IMDb.
yeah, he had been involved in like the gay porn industry and like okay, don't fuck with what like literally like Max has this on-screen persona as like, oh, I'm this weird, wacky, geeky guy, Max Murrah, but let's scare the fucking shit out of you.
And that is why I intend to always stay on Max's good side.
Yes, no, seriously. Like Max's friends don't know who Max is. Oh my god, I've got to do some serious fucking math here.
That's
Nice.
awesome.
Because of
I
allegations.
remember that.
I
That
gotta
was so
stop that.
fun.
Wait, I'm not even on screen anymore. All right, hang on. How to do this?
What's going on?
I don't know. I forgot. Oh,
It's
wait.
an ugly lesbian.
So many old
Yeah.
men.
Max, that ought to be your intro.
Well, that's why your dad, Jeff, that was great. You know, it was like, wow.
I remember that stream. That was so funny.
So here's my question: the what everybody wants to really know about is: so you left to get something to eat. What'd you have? Was it good?
I got a sandwich.
Did you go to
says it
McDonald's
in
and
the
get a Big
video.
Mac?
No, it's McDonald's is about 800 meters away, so I have to walk over to get it. So
Baker, how far is 800 meters?
It's not far at
Half a
all.
mile.
800 meters is
half a mile.
it's the
3 feet.
the length that Usain Bolt can run in.
Usain Bolt is not running an 800-meter race, man. Not a chance. That is not his cup of tea.
That sounds racist.
Who's Usain Bolt?
It's
Oh,
eight
yeah.
The
football
fastest man on the
fields.
planet. He's the Jamaican sprinter. He races 120
Oh.
meters.
So he's not like MG Law. He actually took steroids.
No, steroids just work when he takes them. He doesn't pull a Brian.
Oh, who took steroids? Okay.
Everybody in baseball?
Yeah, I
Not
know.
Barry
You know,
Bonds. Nope.
Yes,
Oh,
he
sure.
did.
Yeah.
No.
Bulko,
Sure.
yes. But you know what? Everyone thinks like it's the guys who bulk up, like Jose Canseco and everything else. But the Japanese players, I caught them. They it's just like with injuries. After you're 30, you don't recover as much, so you're gonna get it. But
Tell me about it.
the way they don't have as good physicians to do the masking and tell them when to stop. But in Japan, it's really easy. If they're going to go test, they often know way ahead of time. So, but there was this guy named Nishioka, and I didn't like him. He played for the Chibalate Marines, and no, because he was a real dilettante, and he kind of pissed me off. Anyways, he was running from first to second, grabbed his hamstring, and it was in March in 2009. It was in the after the open season. And then I got a call from Bobby Valentine. He's going, "Hey, Max, what the fuck is the interpreter saying or the doctor?" They're just going, fascia, because they put him on the DL list. And so I start thinking, I said, well, it's not plantar fascia, it's the bottom of the foot. And he said, I effing know that, I was just trying to buy time. and then I was just thinking aloud. I said, well, usually if they're saying fascia, sometimes fascia, connective tissue around what you call the hamstring, it can contract so that it feels like it's ripped. And I said, but usually that happens if you don't have enough hydration. So, which is pretty impossible with a professional athlete. And so the only other possibility is he's juicing. And then Bobby just went, okay, thanks. And then I did some more digging and I realized he got it from a player who played for the Indians named Iguchi, who later became the manager of the team. But that's where he was getting his stuff. Now, this guy got traded to the this guy made it to the major leagues. He played for the Minnesota Twins, and I think he broke his ankle sliding into second again or something like that. But by that time, I owed nothing. Like I was not under. So I was. Sometimes you have MLB scouts here in Japan, including the Twins. So I let him know. By the way, if you have issues, they're probably related to the fact that I knew he was juicing when he was with the Marines, and so they dinged him. But he's not a smart guy. I didn't like him.
A not smart professional athlete.
Huh?
A not smart professional athlete.
This guy was funny because he was also like he had this model. He married this model, and it was weird. What I was told was, I said, look at it. Baseball is not really like prim and proper, but they have certain standards. So when he came out of the car, all these Japanese photographers were mobbing him, and he just kind of walked out and kind of left his wife, and that kind of made the Twins kind of think this guy's kind of a jerk. But then when his wife was pregnant, he was cheating on his wife while he was in spring training.
Oh.
And they kind of thought, okay, they're not perfect, but they're not that scummy. But the funny thing was, when he got caught cheating, was in those days, if you had an Apple device and you would charge it, it would also sync. So when he synced his iPhone, sex videos and everything he did with his mistress came up,
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he's not very smart. Not very smart.
Buy a burner, kids. Buy a burner.
Yeah, that's not a good
That
thing
is why I have a Samsung Galaxy, not an Apple.
So does Captain Ukraine, although Captain Ukraine said he would never have a Samsung. But, the IMIF data on the pictures that, we uncovered clearly showed what model he had. So
there goes Max. Max like full alphabet.
Baker, what model
better
do you
to be
have?
honest and transparent, right?
We tried to tell you he was scary, Connor.
Yeah.
We tried to tell you.
Well,
What do you say, White Rabbit?
This is where I say goodbye because I'm scared.
Can we go back about 5 minutes when Max Moreau said, Bobby Valentine called me? Like, is no one going to address this?
We all know.
I was advisor
They're
to Bobby
good
when
friends.
he was managing the Chibalata Marines, which is a baseball team in Japan, but it's owned by a Korean company, Lotte. That's what I was talking to your dad about a bit, because there was some,
So it's normal that you just have a conversation with Bobby Valentine?
They're friends.
Well,
They
yeah,
talk a
I
lot.
met him. I met him. I was an advisor to a private equity fund, and then one dinner, they said, "Oh, hey, Bobby's going to be coming," and I knew kind of who Bobby was, but I didn't really know him that well. And then he came in, and he's talking about his favorite topic, himself. He's going, "Yeah, when I was in high school, he was doing this play, Tea House of August Moon." Nobody knows what he's talking about. They're all Japanese. And then I kind of said, "Yeah, I know Tea House of the August Moon." And he's going, "You do?" And so it turns out when I was in high school, I was the only Asian kid, and they didn't have YouTube or internet those days. And they said, "Hey, Max, we want you to play in this this play, and it's kind of like the lead role." And what they said was true, but it was also false. They said Marlon Brando played that role that we want you to play in a film. So I was thinking, great. Actually, if you look it up, Tea House of the August Moon, it's supposed to be set in Okinawa, parallels to Vietnam. So you have these well-intentioned U.S. military setting up like post-war projects, Colonel Purdy from Texas. But the interpreter named Sakini he talks in fortune cookie English. Hello. Yeah, sucks up, boss, Hey, pain makes you think.
Did you say fortune cookie English?
Yeah, in your life, you talk like that. Because and instead of building a schoolhouse, they make bootleg liquor and they make a tea house. This is kind of a comedy. So if you go on YouTube and you look up Tea House of the August Moon and Marlon Brando is in yellowface. Hello, nice to meet you. Sakini is your name. It's Marlon Brando.
Outstanding.
It's Marlon Brando. It's like, and then, anyways, I didn't explain this all to Bobby. I just said, yeah, I know the play. in my days in high school, I was that. And then Bobby goes, he says, he kind of says what I think is a stupid question. He goes, wow, you know this play. He goes, what role did you play? And I'm thinking, I'm an idiot. Like, I said, Sakini. And then he goes, you played Sakini? And I'm thinking, this guy's a retard. And then he said, I played Zucchini. He was totally proud of it, you know. So Bobby Valentine in 1967 in high school in Stamford, Connecticut, he went, hello, nice to meet you.
That's outstanding.
And that's how we bonded. And then after I saw him later, actually, he was in town. And he was with, you know, Anthony Scaramucci. He was the press secretary for Trump for 11 days.
Yeah.
I actually ended up working for him later.
Of course you did.
Which is a different story. But
of course.
Hang on 1 second, Max. Let me just pause you for 1 second, and then you get to go. Yeah. I want to say, well, first I want to say thank you, that umbrella guy, and welcome, Tug Raiders. How are you guys doing? It was great seeing you guys. Listen, you came in right during one of the world famous Max Murray monologues. Sit back, get educated, get ready to learn. Say hi to everybody here. You got the White Rabbit, Dictionary Diva, the Broken Baker down here. This is the guy. This is your Karen Reed super trooper guy. You know what I'm saying? The super trooper guy.
That's
Grifter.
Yes. I think he's just. I think that's Snoop Dogg's producer over there. Did I say Vice babies here? Valhalla waits. Roseman Ranch tonight. We're congratulating her. She just got over 1,000. Her link's at the top of the thing. If you want to go see, let me show you real quick what she does, guys. This is just real quick. She does.
hands down my favorite animal.
Is that not awesome?
Me too.
That's the clip she sent me.
Yes.
And then of course we have the sexiest avatar on the tubes, Volstar.
Damn straight.
So I wanted to welcome everybody here. Thank you so much. Thank you, Umbrella Guy.
Did you mention Valhalla?
Did I say Valhalla? I said Valhalla, didn't I?
He did.
Valhalla's
I was just. It was when he said the sexiest. I thought, he's gonna go into talk about your Bret Michaels routine.
It speaks for itself, Baker.
It's talking about Dominic. I mean,
that's the sexiest ass on YouTube.
Yes.
I'm gonna go ahead and be the first one to say that I don't think we should call Donkey sexy. That's all I'm saying.
I want to say real quick, Food Fairy says that she had to pop in, hit the like. She has to duck out to do some man maintenance.
Oh.
Manscaping.
Hey.
This
oh my
is not
God.
sponsored by Manscaped, but we are open for offers.
I have a funny story. I always do the story thing, which is only funny to me and nobody else. But you guys ready for a 30-second story?
Outstanding.
Yes.
So my husband comes home today. He's been gone for 2 weeks. He comes home. I ordered him a new electric razor for his face. So he comes home, and for whatever reason, the first thing he wants to do is shave his face. I'm in a conference call working, and luckily, right as I hit end, I hear him in the bathroom going, "Oh, what the is this? This thing it hurts." And he's like, "What the hell?" And I'm like, why is he killing himself? He's been home for 10 minutes. I go in the bathroom. Okay, men, you might not know. Women, you know what an epilator is?
Mm-hmm.
So,
an epilepsy?
Yes.
Oh, dear Lord.
What?
An epilator. So
Yep.
I have my epilator, which I had left out on the counter. So you can use on your legs, right? And I hadn't unpacked his new electric razor yet. And he literally thought my pink epilator was the new electric razor I got for his face.
So I got to look this up. You're going to tell me.
He's a lucky man.
What if he It's a little
What if he did
machine
it on his
that-
ball sack? That would have been worse.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah.
I would
What
have
is it?
pissed my pants more.
It rips your hairs out more than it doesn't
pulls the
shave
hairs
it,
out.
it rips them out.
Yeah.
It
doesn't cut.
Yeah, it rotates, but as it rotates, it clamps on the hair and pulls it out.
Look at Valhalla's face. Valhalla's
I hear
face is
him.
reacting to, what if he did it on his ball sack? And he's going,
Yeah. I hear him just cursing and yelling, and thank God my meeting was over. I go in there and I go, "What are you doing?" And he goes, "This thing fucking hurts." And I was like, "That's not your. It's pink. You really think I got you a new pink razor?" I was like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "No, it's here." And I went and took it out of the box, and I was like, "This is your new razor." I was like,
Okay, I have a question though.
I was
Why
so
is this a
funny.
thing? Why is an epilator a device that pulls
Because
the hair
then-
out of your body?
Then you don't
Then
have to do it as
have to
often.
Those are
shave
laser
as
ones.
often.
The ones you're looking at.
Why do I know
are
more
the
about female
lasers.
skincare than
They kill them.
Valhalla?
Yeah, thank you,
Well,
Baker.
that's not a surprise to anybody, buddy. We all.
But
we
you
all-
you used to be in the Navy, and I know the smooth bottoms on the sail ships.
Fake
Is that
Navy,
what it
sir.
is?
I was in the fake
on,
Navy.
Uh-huh.
Well, they still need a smooth bottom in there.
Holy cow! Look at that thing. You have those. Why would you have anything with teeth like that?
This looks like
Because
a
then you
horrible
don't have
idea.
to shave all the time.
Yeah.
Can't you
My
wax
Pulls the hair.
laser
my
removed or
husband
something?
put that damn thing on his face today. He was like, "This thing fucking hurts," and I'm like, "Did you even look at it? It's obviously not a razor. Like, what are you doing?"
Oh my god!
He's like bleeding on his side of his face. I'm like, "Oh my god."
Serious
I
pain.
almost peed myself. I couldn't even. I just took it from him. I was laughing so hard. I couldn't even tell him.
You know
It
what? if I'm
doesn't
being
leave
honest?
stubble.
No,
If
no.
Mrs. Valhalla was
No,
like, I
it
got you a
rips
new
it out.
razor. If Mrs. Valhalla was like, I got you a new razor, I'd be like, all right, cool. I'd walk in the bathroom and I would try it, right? I'd be like, oh, it's pink. That's the stupidest thing. Why did she buy me this stupid pink razor? And then I'd try it and it would hurt a lot. So like, I totally get his mindset. He walked in that bathroom, he was tired. He was out in the field. He's all gross. He's in the shower, shave, right? Roseman got him this stupid pink razor, but he's going to try because he likes it. Next thing you know, he's
I mean-
getting hair yanked out of his face.
How did this get started?
Roseman.
Did it just start with Roseman saying, "I have a story"?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always, there's always something, some story somewhere that's absolutely ridiculous.
I want to pull focus to Baker was laughing so hard, but he never let it out. He was like this. Like, let it out, buddy. Let it
He's
out.
not allowed to. He's not allowed to.
It's
They come and
it's
knock
not
on his
part of
door.
His genetic code. Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
No.
I have laughed the 2 times we are allowed a year. We live in a socialist country.
I've
We are
never
allotted laughs.
seen him laugh that hard ever.
No.
Go back and watch my video when I listened to Glenn talk about his. Was it Glenn?
Oh.
No. Yeah, Glenn talk about his mother-in-law.
His
I laugh a
mother-in-law?
lot in that video.
Yes, and,
That was
and
hilarious.
Exhibit 100.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
Oh gosh, that was good.
Dominic,
Probably was.
my business.
If Baker laughs a third time before June, they tax him.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why
I
he's coming
actually
to
just
the
filed
States.
my first business taxes yesterday. I'm getting 42 kronas back.
Oh.
That's a lot of Coronas, man.
It's like 80
Bad Duck says,
Almost,
"What do you call a droid that takes a long way around?" R2 detour.
Oh, Bad
Baker.
Duck.
I didn't know you guys had Corona.
Dominic, what are you doing?
Corona.
You get 42 of them, man. That's. We would get like 2 cases. That'd be 48.
Hmm.
Valhalla go through that in 2 days.
Day and a half.
Day and a half.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I didn't watch the Super Bowl, but I did watch
I was trying
some
to
of the
give you credit.
commercials, like the top 20 commercials of the Super Bowl. And I want to officially say that it's okay to drink Bud Light again because Peyton Manning was in the Bud Light commercial. Can we all just forgive and forget
No.
White
and be okay
Rabbit.
with Bud Light?
This has been
No.
like 2 years that you've been trying to bring Bud Light back into the good graces of the
Yes.
FNL life. It's not
Yes.
happening.
Peyton
It's not
Manning.
happening.
Peyton
Nobody
Manning.
cares. Nobody cares.
Look,
Bud Light
look.
did a horrible thing. They did a horrible thing.
Did a bad
And they must pay
thing.
forever.
Did a bad
White Rabbit, we won't
thing.
tell on you for drinking the platinums, okay?
You can
All
drink
right,
it.
move on.
You can drink it.
Yeah, White Rabbit, you can drink it.
Quit trying to pawn that nastiness off on us good, great Yingling drinkers of the world.
That's right.
You were drinking it 2 years ago, you big hypocrite.
And I stopped because they did a horrible thing.
And see, I don't
We've
have the
all
picture
made
over here.
mistakes. We've all made mistakes.
What do you drink instead? Do you drink like Miller High Life or anything? Or
Ooh,
Yingling.
High Life,
Probably
yeah.
Coors Light.
Yingling.
I'm just happy that Valhalla transitioned
Sounds
so
Chinese
we could
to
drink
me.
real beer.
pretty suspect, don't you think?
It's
Chinky-eyed beer. Hey, oh yeah, that's not racist because I have a Twitter handle, Chinky-eyed Joe.
I know.
It's true. Go follow him over there.
I love it.
Oh, that was from baseball. That was my nickname when I was, it was kind of like, hey, CJ. And I said, my name is not CJ. And he goes, yes, it is. And he goes, it's a CEJ, Chinky-eyed Joe. And so I created a Twitter handle. And all that time, it was shadow banned. I didn't realize why until Elon Musk, it had normal activity on it. So I started
when we
using
had you
it
on the
again.
Lego stream, I was unable to share your Twitter handle on my YouTube channel. I don't recall
Racist
why. I don't know
people.
if it's. I don't remember if it was
YouTube is
because YouTube
racist.
wouldn't let me or my own self-preservation wouldn't let me. But it was definitely one of the two. Definitely one of the two.
Real quick, we gotta do this for poor Marine. Marine's like green crayons. And there you go, poor Marine.
It's important.
Sorry. Yes.
Well,
What?
wait a minute. I saw a comment that Mr. Roseman's lurking.
Oh.
Where? I didn't see a comment. Who said that? He's
Rosie
not
said
supposed
it,
to be
yeah.
awake when I tell stories about him.
Is he here?
I don't know.
Levy's trying
Levy
to.
said it.
Levy's
he's
trying to
just
get
talking
you scared.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't care anyway. My husband doesn't care.
Oh, awesome.
He has a great sense of humor. He's wonderful. And no
My
shame at all.
My daughter started watching my channel, so I'm that. Should I stop calling her boyfriend the idiot that lives in her house?
Yes.
Oh,
I told you that a year and a half ago, bro.
Nah.
no, it's
Nah.
funny.
Yeah, keep
I'm,
it real.
I'm gonna. I call it to his face, so why shouldn't I do it on streams?
Oh, okay. Then you're fine. You're fine.
But,
You can call him
talking
Meathead,
about-
just like Archie Bunker.
Yes.
No, I can't do that because he gave me a grandson, so I have to be nice to him.
Well, here's the real question, Baker.
No, your
If you're
daughter did.
if you're questioning that your daughter sees it now, how are you going to feel when your grandson sees it in 15 years?
He's gonna say,
He's gonna laugh.
"Who's that idiot? Why does people watch?" The idiot that lives with my daughter said, "Does he have like more than 50 subscribers?"
What are you? You're back.
So yeah, talking about 50 subscribers. It's 4:30 in the morning. I'm gonna try that sleep because panic, everyone's sick. Yeah, get me out of bed at 3 a.m.
Oh.
Tuesday.
People are sick.
That's a full panel.
Who's sick?
The only one who's not here is Shizzy, but he couldn't drive to his computer.
So demanding.
Hey, without Doc,
you know what?
Kenny Baker.
Who's in Tennessee?
Most of us.
Yeah.
most of you, right?
Baker, what are you
Yeah.
doing in the morning?
I'm having Julio on if she can get out of bed because it's going to be 6 a.m. her
Yay.
time. And Tuesday, Valhalla and I will be dual streaming the hearing in the Karen Reed case where maybe sanctions will be brought against the defense and everyone is flipping
is
out
Valhalla
and,
gonna show up,
I'm going to snipe it.
or am I gonna have to wake him up again?
he's going to be there in spirit, and that's the most important. part.
Definitely in spirit, hopefully in person. Hopefully.
Hey,
It's not till like
free
11
music.
o'clock this time, right? I'm good.
Yeah, that still doesn't mean you have to. You'll be out of bed.
11 o'clock, I
Wait.
can make 11 o'clock.
He wakes up like a teenager.
Sometimes.
Yeah,
Sometimes I wake up like a 60-year-old man and I got to pee really, really bad.
yeah. I wish I woke up like a teenager every morning.
Oh.
They
Hey,
make pills for that, buddy. They make pills for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, why do you think Jamie's coming over her? She works for a pharmacy.
Oh, I thought that was going in a very different direction.
No.
too. I did too.
Yeah, why do you think she's going there?
Actually,
Because I'm not going to need those pills.
well, two things you mentioned. They do make pills for that, but if you have to wait, if you're over 40 and you find yourself having to get up twice a night to piss, you might have symptoms of a slightly enlarged prostate. And since 2007, here's the interesting thing. You can go to your doctor, your HMO, but if you have by the time you're 60 or 70, there's an 80, 90% chance you have benign prostate hyperplasia, or whatever it's called, right? So they have approved since 2007, I think, small doses, 3, 5, maybe 8 milligrams of a substance called tadalafil that you take every day. Very small amount of tadalafil. And if that kind of sounds familiar, tadalafil is Cialis, which is an erectile dysfunction medication. So
it's good for your health.
That and then so you can have your cake and eat it too. You can stop having to wake up possibly in the middle of the night to take a piss because of your prostate, and you can, Mr. Baker, wake up in the mornings kind of like a teenager again. You know,
I'm gonna go
wood, you know, chop chop.
The only thing I'm having a problem with checking the prostate, it's the good old method, right?
No.
That's not how they do it.
I don't know about this. That's
Only in Denmark.
That's just the baker's preferred method.
They make tools for that.
I go
now,
to a street
Baker.
pharmacist and says, "Yeah, I'm thinking my prostate needs a good old check. I think it's a 2-finger week this week.
Oh.
No.
Oh.
You know, if you're feeling giving,
Just give him the good
go to
old
bed.
shocker.
Yeah.
The shocker.
At Christmas, it's a 3-finger. Just
No
to,
shocker.
Oh, my.
Stop talking, Baker. Go to bed. Love you all.
For
See
the
you all.
shocker.
Have fun. Enjoy our
Night,
episode.
Baker.
Bye.
Bye, Baker.
Oh
See,
my
what the
gosh,
hell did
Get out
Baker,
of this
thank you,
fucking
man.
Program.
Do
How
what?
do you leave? He doesn't know how to
I don't
leave.
know. While you're trying to figure that out, we're gonna hit up.
Leave.
Bad Duck says, I burnt my Hawaiian pizza last night. I guess I should have put it on Aloha setting. Aloha setting? What did I?
Aloha.
Aloha.
Setting.
Oh, Aloha.
Aloha
Oh.
setting. It's a low.
I was thinking blue
Aloha
lasers.
setting.
It's a lower setting.
Hey, look at this. The court of random opinion. On a trip with the family, just saying hi, good night, friends. This is Lauren, y'all.
Hey, Lauren.
Nice.
So she is on a family trip, and I asked her earlier if she wanted to stop by. Lauren, the other night, man, she just took. I haven't checked to see where she's at now. She got like 2,000 subs in one night.
Good.
Something
That's
ridiculous
amazing.
like that. Yeah, congratulations, Lauren. And
incredible.
she said, "Let's get together next week." I'm like, "Yes, let's do it. We'll have a good time." She is. Oh, there goes Blue Dog. She is awesome. And also here, Island, every time I think we've discovered Max's real area of expertise, he gives us a full dissertation on a new topic. It's fascinating. Love it so much. Max Murrow is the bomb.
I'm just going to. Somebody said the amount of tadalafil for prostate is not enough for erectile dysfunction. That's kind of true, but I'll point out this: a lot of young men in the 2000s were taking Cialis because it lasts. Unlike Viagra, it would last over like 72 hours.
Mhm.
So they were taking it as a performance enhancer, not because they had ED, and so they were probably taking too much. So now you go into this 25 milligrams. So now if you're taking it for benign prostate hyperplasia, then what you're doing is you're taking a microdose, 3, 8 milligrams, 10 milligrams. This is how I'm saying a lot of men who actually don't have ED, but they're looking to use it as a performance enhancer. I said, this is how you can have your cake and eat it too. If you actually have full blown ED, yeah, that's a different story. But that's kind of what And it's weird because some men are still so bashful about asking their doctor for what originally was a blood pressure medication that they're willing to take kind of scary, dangerous generics or stuff you don't know what's in there. And so might as well get something that's legit and is within kind of a safe boundary, so you're not screwing yourself up. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think 72 hours is just a bit too long. You know.
No, what it is, it doesn't work like tadalafil. It that was the whole point of these young guys who didn't need it. It's there if you need it. It doesn't. It's not like Viagra where it goes, I just took one, you know.
It's better to have too much power and not need it.
I knew this, but it does have like side effects. One of the side effects with Cialis is, especially in a higher dose, it can cause neuralgia, but like back pain and stuff. But a lot of guys think, no, it's because I was doing stuff. That's why my back hurts. But you realize, it actually could be because of the medication. So there was this one former professional baseball player, and he had these forms of sciatica and everything else. And then but he wasn't being honest. And I said, I think you're taking Cialis, and he started getting angry. He goes, I don't need that. I'm like, you know. I said, hey, I suspected a lot of that, you know, that the lower back pain that he had was actually because of the medication. I can't really blame him. He's like now 72 years old, and his wife is now 38 or something. So
yeah, yeah,
second wife, yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
Hey, that reminds me, by the way, look at this. Freckled Ginger says, you've never lived until an 80-year-old woman cusses you out because Medicare doesn't cover husband's ED meds. I think she worked it. Can you imagine, man?
Look, you got to have your priorities straight, okay? And that woman had her priorities straight.
Yeah, she did. She was just, you know, looking for a good time, right?
Yeah. See, I lived on the other end of the spectrum. I would say you've never lived until a 5-year-old cusses you out and uses appropriate wording. I mean, it's a mental health facility. And you're like, oh, okay. We know where this child gets this information. 5.
What information was it?
Well, when a 5-year-old knows how to cuss you out using like appropriate wording, you're like, what in the world is going on, people?
It's impressive.
Man,
just
like,
like,
only allowed 7 pills a month.
I'm just amazed of like, sure, Dad and like you, Maxim, are like, how do you get all these like knowledge and information about just random stuff, and like all these connections that you have about like with random famous people and all that? It's just it amazes me like when I just like learn people that have those things in their power.
And I just hang around. Guys like your dad. Oh, by the way, your dad, before I met your dad, I didn't meet him.
That was the greatest answer.
He put this video on. He has one of his he has a watch. He has many watches, but one of his watches he put on his YouTube channel actually was not a Ricada, but a Raketa. It's a Leopard 24, and it's made from the stainless steel deck of a Leopard Akula class Soviet submarine.
Oh,
and
that's cool.
It's awesome. And then I put it on Reddit and watched for him, and your dad came out. I didn't realize at the time till later. He goes, "Hey, that's my watch. That's my video."
Oh wow!
And that's cool.
And so I don't know if you've seen your dad's old account. I can send it to you, because he has a lot of photos. Put a lot of photos of him with a new hat, a new beard, new pipe. He had pipes at one point. He was doing a lot of pipes.
Oh, I brought all of his pipes with me, so I have it in my room right now, and I have all the watches that he had that I know of, because every literally when I was in Korea, like going through his house, every like cabinet, every closet I open, there's like a box of watch or like a bundle of pipes. I'm like, where is he getting all these things? And like, I just gathered as much as I could and just like brought it back. So hopefully I got
Good.
everything.
Sorry.
But yeah,
I had to go
Good.
tuck Baker in.
Oh,
Aw,
that's where
well,
you
that's
went.
nice of you.
That was sweet.
He likes to get tucked in on the sides all the way down.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, here.
Snug as
I'm
a
gonna
bug
put in
in a
private
rug.
chat for you. Here's Jeff's. Actually, just go through that. If you go through it, you can see his photographs. There's a ton of selfies in there, so take a look at that.
Also, vice baby, don't ask Max how he knows people. You don't want to know.
No,
names.
Fearless
No.
Jacket. This was the
Why can't I?
and then I'm gonna out myself too because this is the one I posted on Reddit, and it was what did I say? It said Raketa, American expat in Rock, Korea, shows off his new Russian Raketa Leopard 24 limited edition automatic 24-hour, made from stainless steel, salvaged from the hull of an Akula K-328 submarine. And then your dad posted, "Cool. This is me and my watch. It is really cool."
yeah, no, because here's the weird thing. Like, I know Dad had like a giant collection of watches. I found 2 boxes. That's it. I don't know where anything else, like where everything else is. So I brought 2 boxes of watches that I could find. I literally
Do they
searched
have-
every single inch of his house.
Do they
I only
have
could find 2.
safety security boxes like we do here? Like at a bank?
Wait, actually, didn't the cigar shop lounge place he went to have something like that for him? Didn't he have like a space?
Yeah,
that...
for his cigars, yeah. And I donated his cigars to the cigar lounge when I went there. But
Okay.
and they even showed me his little locker that he had, and it was just cigars and like a single bottle of whiskey from the Sugar House distillery here in Salt Lake City. But yeah, I mean, I know he had more watches that I brought back here, but I don't know where everything is. You know, maybe there's like a little safe box somewhere in like a bank or whatever. I don't know.
Hey, MG.
Speaking of baseball steroid use, how you doing, MG?
Andrew might know.
Lifelong effects.
MG saved me.
Long lasting.
MG.
What's up?
Oh, hi, hello, MG. How are you?
MG
Well, I was going
love.
to do an intro for him, but I was like, here we go.
Would you say that you're racist?
Not at all. No.
Yeah.
Look at my dog. He's as black as can be.
It's the motherfucking Eagle Double G. Snoop Dogg.
Oh, that's terrible.
It's so good.
That's awesome.
It's I saw that on Twitter today. So I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, can I get that? And I did. I was able to.
Oh, that's
So Yodels is supposed to come on and I can't get her to, it won't. We got a problem. That's what I'm doing. Sorry, y'all.
She doesn't like you very much.
Well, that may be the truth of it.
Is it morning for you there? Is it morning? Is that right?
No, it's 10:41 p.m.
Oh, right.
It's 8:41 p.m. where I am.
9:41 p.m. In God's time.
It's-
zone,
You guys are all in the
9:41.
wrong
God's
time
time
zones.
is
That's the problem.
10:41.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
12:42
I'm in-
p.m. here. I'm
I'm in cold 42.
See, I got double time. I got these and this.
Ooh.
Oh,
Oh, look at
this, and then I got this. I would never buy. Your dad has a G. I bought this G-Shock. I
Is
didn't
that a
buy it. I
G-Shock?
got
Yeah.
it gifted. But it's kind of cool.
I think I have a similar G-Shock. I have so many G-Shocks. Like I
think we
love
just found out
G-Shock.
where
Like
your dad's
G-Shock,
watches
sponsor me. Like sponsor me
think
G-Shock.
so.
I love G-Shock. It lasts such a long time. It's such a great freaking brand
Bad
with
though.
a very affordable price.
Max Murray's over here like Wonder Woman.
It has solar on it, and it has
Thank you, Bad Doc.
can read
Oh,
that.
wow.
One's his homing device.
Honestly,
and
I
one's
think
a-
I have
a
the same exact one,
script
if not
decoder.
The
similar.
MTM, it's nice, huh?
That's pretty
Oh,
sweet.
it's beautiful.
And you
Like
can
they
bang
have
it,
so many
and it
designs.
works.
Like you can
Oh, yeah.
literally like run your car over it and it'll still work.
So we got one of these. Bang, bang. No, I'm not going to do that. It'd probably break.
You guys have a problem over there with a lot of streamers
you have
going
a
over,
prostate
right?
issue? Max will check it out.
That's
Don't worry
Brogan
about it.
Baker. That's Brogan Baker.
21 inches.
Oh my gosh! Hey,
Man's
what's the
or
deal with
woman?
all these streamers going to Japan and causing problems?
Being
and all that?
jerks.
Oh, yeah. They're traveling in teams and stuff, and they're real degenerates. Like, there's. Two of them I've seen are mentally ill. And so Mean Copium was actually a little bit worried about one of these guys. He says a guy with the same name, Josh Block, and he's whatever, autistic and everything. And Josh
He's the guy that drinks so much, right?
And also, yeah, and people say something like put the fries in the bag and you'll spaz out.
Oh yeah, that's like a triggering word.
But Josh knows I don't know if he was American or whatever. He knows a foreigner who was in Japan and he had a psychotic break and they restrained him and he ended up dying of a pulmonary embolism or something like that. He goes, because what they'll do with patients that are having psychotic breaks, sometimes it's kind of like 19th century shit.
Yeah.
They'll sedate you, they'll restrain you.
Yeah.
And he knows personally of somebody who ended up dying. And so he was actually concerned, like this guy, he ends up getting in trouble, he gets detained, but he's not all there, he spazzes out, he could end up the same way, which would
When you FA, sometimes you FO.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, because all of those stuff, it almost seems like it's becoming like a trend, and like I hate it.
And in Japan, it sounds like that's a job for the Yakuza to take care of.
Well, there's no shortage of
bad ducks?
assholes in the world, y'all. And if assholes can get on the internet and have a bunch of people watch them be assholes,
Exactly.
it's going to elevate to the umpteenth degree.
Yeah, I mean, there's 470 people there right now.
Exactly.
YouTubers degenerate? No.
Actually, surely not.
But if you've seen this guy Johnny Somali, who was in Japan, he was in Thailand, he went to Israel.
What an idiot!
But the
He's a
funny thing
mess.
is, he's in Korea, and he's logged everything he's done, right? Threats and assaults and everything. The thing is, Legal Mindset Andrew has because he understands he's probably helped seal the deal for Johnny Somali, because Johnny Somali, I think his trial is coming up. It was postponed on March 7th.
They keep adding charges.
But Andrew has has reached out to people who are victims of Johnny Somali, including foreigners who were once in Korea, and given them information so they can file their criminal complaints at the nearest Korean embassy or consul general. And so that's just piling everything up for the prosecutor's office. You know, if I was Johnny Somali, I would declare jihad on Andrew. Andrew doesn't care. As you know, Johnny Somali is this big and Andrew is this tiny. It's kind of the opposite, you know. When I met Andrew for the first time, I'm like,
he's like 6'7".
Holy shit, you're a fucking big motherfucker. he's a tall guy. He's really 6'6", 6'7". Yeah.
Yo.
Hey.
There we go. Finally.
Hello.
Yay.
I've been having
Yay,
problems
Yoli.
all day.
Oh, that's
All
not
right, let me
bueno.
get. All right, there we go. We're a little bit better. No, hold on, that's not right. There we go. That's a little bit better, right? I don't know.
Is
White
this like
Rabbit
Hollywood
usually takes
Square?
care of the screen. I think so. I don't know. I get yelled at all the time about the screen, everything else. I saw Texas Jen came in here. Hey, Texas Jen, how you doing? Oh wait, who would just
Oh
lose
no,
there?
who would lose?
Diva. She's gone.
Oh no.
She's like, she's
that
like,
because
she heard drums.
Is that because I got on?
No.
Yep.
No.
It's all your
100% your fault.
It is
You got
all
on.
your
She was
fault.
like, I can't be here with this broad. I'm out. She's dead.
No, I mean, did it kick
Exactly
her
what
off?
happened.
No.
No.
how did that move?
No.
Now I can't reorder.
Oh no.
Oh, there he goes. Kind
Oh,
of. That's not what I
dumb.
want. Anyway, yeah, it's she hears drums and she takes off.
She just disappears.
It's the craziest thing.
It's pretty bizarre. It's pretty awesome.
Danielle, how you doing? You just missed Broken Baker.
Little D.
Oh yeah, I saw Baker was on earlier.
It's late where he is, I think. Yeah.
Yeah,
Early.
well, he's over in Denmarkistan.
Hey, you know
What were
this
your
company?
keys?
He's over there with the Dutch.
Do you know this
Magnet?
company at all?
I have to be on his show at 6 a.m.
Magnet?
I know of magnets.
No, Magnet
Magnets are a
Forensic.
thing.
Oh no,
Magnet forensic? No.
but Valhalla.
Yeah,
will.
you can get the software unless, but it's really cool. You know when you have these PDFs and people who delete their files or they try to trash their digital devices, this tool takes everything out. You know, it's pretty cool. I wanted to get my own, but they wouldn't let me. But I got to see demonstrations, so I thought it's pretty good stuff. Yeah,
Wait a second.
everyone's scared.
It takes everything out. Like it takes out like all the.
Okay, so when you have people who are up to no good and they delete their files, they wipe their drives, or they lock them, or things like that, you can recover that deleted data. You can recover the corrupted files and everything else. Yeah.
With a magnet?
No, with a software, with a tool, Magnet Forensics.
Oh, that's the
Yeah.
name of the tool.
Does it work if they hit him with a hammer? Asking for a Clinton advisor. I mean,
No, the
No,
bleach,
that was
the
acid
bleach
blood.
bit stuff.
Oh
I
my
think
God.
it wiped it out completely, but I don't know. Yeah.
I don't hang out with people like that, but this is again, we know why Max Murrah is one of the scariest
I
people
know.
on the internet.
No,
I
because
think, again.
because you have a lot of cases where you're covering
Thank you,
cases where
Bad
people
Duck.
have deleted their wipe,
yeah.
Wipe their phones and stuff like that.
Bad
So
Duck, you're
you
on.
can still get them.
Higgins, I think, did that. Brian Higgins, I think, did that in the Karen Reed case. When
Oh,
dropped
yeah.
his phone off at a military base after he deleted everything he could.
Yeah, who's
Because,
that?
Yeah,
that's normal.
not sus at all.
No,
Zero.
especially the day before subpoena drops.
Yeah.
Yeah, how
I just
convenient that was.
happened to chuck my phone and break my SIM card in half and throw it in a dumpster on a military base. That's normal.
happens.
This is what everybody does.
No, everybody does that.
Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Wiggle, 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 wiggle.
Did they recover it?
No,
No.
Nothing to recover.
no, it was
I
gone
can't even recover a video from the. It's all gone.
from the Sally port
Stupid.
or the library.
Yeah.
Or the police lieutenant
What are you talking about?
ring camera across the street from the potential murder scene.
Yeah.
Hey, do you guys have Ring?
What?
Well,
What
don't-
is this?
Dictionary Diva left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's to an Irish goodbye. Have a pint on me.
I hope it wasn't because of me.
It was.
No.
It's all your
100%. It was all
Oh
Yodel's fault.
no.
Yep. She's like,
She
I
was
can't-
like,
Yeah.
if one more
She
person
was
with dark
already
hair
out.
shows up, I am
Oh,
effing
no.
out. She said that in the private chat a little
So
while
there's
ago.
not enough redheads.
Yeah, she was really upset when you showed up.
Oh,
Y'all
my
are gonna
God.
give her a complex.
Nobody's giving Diva a complex.
No, Diva already has a complex.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
not
she
giving her
heard
one.
you.
Speaking of giving something to someone, if y'all would like to hit the subscribe button for Expert, he's 60 away from 7,000. So that would be pretty cool.
Get on it.
Hit sub. Get on it.
I would appreciate that. That'd be
Do it.
fun. That'd be fun. So yeah,
I don't have
7,000.
any
Can
more
we hit 7,000 tonight?
accounts.
I would appreciate it so much. Thank you guys.
How many are you now?
I don't know.
Do it.
60 away? That means two people have left. I had
If my
58
math-
earlier.
If my math is mathing, which it doesn't usually.
Oh, so, wait. How was your Valentine's Day last week? Did you all remember, or did you almost
Yeah.
forget like I did?
It was
Yeah.
good.
No, well, we streamed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was beautiful. We streamed. We didn't see each other.
Oh my God.
Do you guys
Celebrate
hold on?
the-
What is Valentine's Day like in Japan?
Okay. So
Okay.
Walk around
KFC.
doing what's how's the
typically,
is it this?
okay.
Is that it?
Typically, it's
What's
the
the
women
symbol?
give chocolates to men, and then you
No,
a
what's
month
the-
later, on March 14th, it's White Day. You just kind of you return the favor. But my foreign friends,
what?
we don't do
Okay.
that. We just make sure you don't get in trouble with the wife or the girlfriend, and you make sure you do it the traditional way.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Coco.
Yeah, because it's pretty much exact same in Korea too. Like there's Valentine's Day and there's White Day.
Yeah.
So White
White
Day, the
Day?
guys give to
Why could be
guys give chocolates to
Sounds
the
racist.
girls in White Day, and then Valentine's Day the girls give
Now,
to.
Hold on.
say you're in
Hold
an
on.
office, right?
Hold
Say,
on.
wait, listen. Say you're in an office. So, if you're working in an office and you have female subordinates,
That was
they
Valentine's
hate
Day.
this because they have to give obligation chocolates called giddy choco. So it's something nominal. You give it to the male coworkers and the boss, and they hate doing this. And then, but sometimes if you're a guy and you're actually, you know, they like you, you're gonna. It looks like giddy choco, but it's like handmade and really nice, and maybe a little note in there. You know, like I really, really, really like you, and you're going, oh shit. And then remember, if you get a pile
This
of chocolate,
sounded super hetero flexible all of a sudden.
So when I was in my 20s, I worked in a Japanese company, and I arrived to my desk and I had a pile of chocolates. Max had a pile of chocolates on his desk, and I was going, "Oh right!" And I was going, and next to my desk was a guy who was slightly older, a Japanese guy named Ito. He had no sense of humor.
Was
and
he a judge?
Like,
Ito.
no, he wasn't
Was
a
he a
judge,
judge?
but he was like Lance Ito. He could have been a cousin.
I see what you did.
And he had probably $3.
He had
three
a lot of
little
hourglasses.
No one gave him. He didn't get hardly any. But I was like oblivious, and I go, "Oh, these are really good. Do you want one?" And he said to me, "No." In that moment, I realized, oh, I pissed him off.
No.
But it was kind of fun.
Oops.
I like
Why
how
was he
Max, when
upset?
he was telling the story, like I like how Max was like doing the shoulders, like
Max is a great storyteller.
Gavin, I learned that from Gavin Newsom.
this is like trying to be cheeky, like
Kind of gay.
So can we get back to this White Day thing? What's this all about? This
Yeah,
sounds-
March 14th, 3/14. That's steak and a blowjob day in America.
So you give little presents
In Ohio.
back, and then some guys they get charged with sexual harassment now. They'll give like panties and things like that, and if you do that now, you get in trouble. Yeah, damn.
new panties or
Little
Japanese
Victoria's Secret panties.
Get out of the vending machine.
Straight out of the vending machine.
I was going to say, there's
No,
vending
not out
machines
of
for
the.
this,
Those are
right?
the used ones.
That's a thing.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know.
that's
Is
why we're
that
asking.
real? Is that real?
Yes.
The vending machine stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes and no. I'd be hard pressed to find one or know where one is, but I don't think that's. You know,
I bet
so
if you asked a
find one, you're
Japanese
gonna-
soldier where it was, he'd tell you.
Yeah.
I bet if
Japanese
you found like
soldiers are dead now.
a Japanese like infantryman, he would know exactly where one of those vending machines was. Guarantee it.
Bad Dick says hit subscribe, or he'll start telling poop jokes.
He will.
That'll happen.
Guys, please hit the
He's going to
subscribe
do that
button.
anyway. He's going to
Oh,
do it
that,
anyway.
that reminds me of back. This is like 20 years ago. There were a number of cases where the Russians were able to successfully get recruit agents from Japanese maritime self-defense force. You know, like this guy. He was a military attaché for a Russian embassy. Right? Really good Japanese.
in front of you.
Anyways.
Why is that a thing, Max? Why do you just have
What happened was
sitting in your lap?
You're really
No, because I had
questioning
it. Because I was trying to look him up to see if he's still alive, and what I was surprised about one case was they said, okay, this Russian agent got information out of the target, the Japanese target, and I said, how was it a female? He goes, no, it was a man-to-man honeypot. I said, oh my god, the
Ew.
Russian agent went gay in order to convert his target. And I thought,
Gay
wow,
for
they
steak.
really do get their man.
That's how they got Pete Buttigieg.
Does honeypot mean something different?
And
like-
macaron and
No.
Honeypot is usually
In
when they
France.
send a woman and or
when they
It's a
use
thing.
the
smacks to get
blackmail or whatever. Yeah.
It's
Because on
not
the
a
movie
Winnie the
set, the
Pooh
honey.
reference.
Okay. I was saying on the movie set, a honeypot is the bathroom.
What?
That's
Well,
what
it
my
could be
brain-
the same thing. It could be the same thing.
No.
On a dating movie, maybe.
No. If you
A
need to go to
honeypot
the honey,
is like a trap you would use
A
using
trap. They
sex.
usually use like hot chicks, but
Yeah.
What was that Jennifer Lawrence movie, Red Sparrow? That was basically what that was about, right?
Mhm.
I don't watch a lot of chick flicks.
there is an Archer episode on that too, on the honeypot. Pretty damn funny.
Anybody seen The Lioness?
Where'd
on
you go?
Amazon Prime?
Yeah, Bad Duck. He watches it religiously.
I've been watching it.
I've not seen it. No, I hear it's really good.
What is that on? What, Hulu or Netflix?
Amazon Prime.
Oh, I have Amazon Prime.
It's Amazon Prime and Paramount. I don't know. It's some mixture. I don't know.
Okay.
It's a mixture of both. There's some special channel that gets the mixture of Paramount Plus and Amazon Prime. I don't know. Very strange. I watched Landman on the same channel. I don't know if anybody watched Landman.
Oh, love that show.
So I was just talking about that last night with White Rabbit. I'm like, everybody loves that.
I haven't seen
It's got Billy Bob Thornton, it's got Demi Moore, and it's
Ally
got
Larder.
John Hamm.
It's a
White Rabbit said there's only one of those people up there I like, and he's only good in one thing. And I said, okay, we won't be watching this.
Hey, do you guys,
Yeah.
do you guys remember that movie in the 90s called The Sandlot? Do you remember that?
Oh, yeah.
Of course.
Oh yeah.
No, never saw it.
That was fucking awesome. It was supposed to
he
be
was in it.
1962.
Killing me, Smalls.
with the kids. The Sandlot.
It was filmed in Utah, in Ogden, Utah, and places like that. And it was on a really small budget. Yeah, but it was really good. Yeah. Just kids.
One of
playing
these nights,
baseball.
I'm gonna wear my "You're killing me, Smalls" hat
You're killing me.
because I have one. Yeah. I got all
That
the
guy's
hats,
actually
every
making
hat.
like a social media presence. He's like showing up in YouTube videos with that. Who's that chick? Jax something. She's like a singer songwriter that tried to make it and realized how gross
Oh.
she was.
yeah,
and
she's a
stopped.
yeah, she's the TikToker that sang the Victoria's Secret song.
Yeah, about the Abercrombie and Fitch.
Oh,
You guys listen to some weird music. But I'll tell you what,
No,
Bad
no,
Duck
no,
says,
this
what's the
kid's
German
awesome.
word for constipation? Did you guys know this? I don't know why we're talking about it. I
Far
didn't
from
know it.
pooping.
I didn't know that.
We
So
need-
tonight,
we need a
I wish
here
Baker
to
was still
pronounce
here. He would be excited that you know German, Bad Duck. I didn't know that.
We get the semen.
Victoria's Secret.
Wait, did
Hey.
someone say we get the semen?
is it Yoli?
What?
Where are you based? Are you on the West Coast or?
Yeah, I'm in Southern California.
Yoli, this is Max Murr. Max Murr, this is, I call her Yodels. It's Yolanda.
Yodels.
And is that right?
I used to live-
I said it right.
Yeah,
didn't
my
I?
I used to live in
real-
Redondo Beach, and I worked in El Segundo and in
Oh, I
Long
know
Beach. That was
exactly where that is.
Yeah, my wife is from
Now, Max Murray.
my wife's from Orange County.
Oh,
yeah.
she is.
Yeah.
From where?
She grew up in Anaheim.
Oh, I'm in.
Michigan.
Well, I grew up in Santa Ana, but I've lived in Irvine and Orange. So now I live in where Orange, Tustin, and Irvine meet. There's
nice.
Peters Canyon.
Yeah.
Peters Canyon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good, he
Peters
left.
Canyon. I live right like Peters Canyon is my front door.
Nice. Yeah,
But
she
they're
grew up,
far.
in Fullerton and Anaheim around. She went to Catella and
Yeah, I went to Cal State.
right around from
Fullerton.
Disney. So
Yeah, interesting. So I'm sorry, I didn't hear.
Gee,
when
is your wife an Angels fan?
yeah, a little bit. Yeah. I mean, she doesn't watch much baseball, but yeah.
But yeah, sure. Why not?
But her
I'm
grandfather
the
was a big
same.
Dodger.
It's
She
the
grew up
teams I
going to
follow.
Dodgers games. Like her great grandfather had
Yeah,
like Dodger season
dad
tickets,
too.
and so they would go. And
Yeah.
but yeah, I think she's an Angels fan.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear
Yeah.
where Max Murrah is right now. Are you in
Japan.
Japan?
Tokyo.
Oh, in Japan. So my aunt's best friend was from Japan, and I just remember being little and going to their house, and they had all kinds of stuff, like raw food or something. It was very colorful. That's all I remember. Very colorful. And do you know what I'm talking about?
Sushi?
Sushi?
I guess. I don't know, but it was just raw stuff that was there, and it was very colorful, and it was like, do I want to eat it or do I want to
No.
play with it?
I'm just thinking
No,
of a fruit pizza right now. Oh, I'd
Oh,
love to have a fruit
I'm-
pizza.
Fruit pizza?
Yeah.
Get
You
lunch
have the
sometime.
crust and the
So I took a
cream
walk this
cheese.
morning. Where did I put my where did I put my pouches? Oh yeah, here. So this is a great name. This is Lucy. They banned him in
his new sweetheart, Lucy.
Yeah,
His new sweetheart.
It smells like apple mint. It's really good. So
And you put it in water and it plumps up into a doll?
I put it in my mouth like this.
Max likes to put things in his mouth.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But it's so weird
Details.
because the cap has a secret compartment to put your old things in here. But it's kind of stupid. I think it's to stash your real drugs.
At least that's what Max uses it for.
Maybe.
Oh my gosh.
Do you guys still wear? Look, I found this mask. You know, I hate masks. I don't wear them, but I got this mask. And look. Look. Oh, America!
America #1.
Damn, Elaine, how you doing?
Patriotic Max.
Bad Duck says, "Why did the baker's hand stink? He needed a poo."
Oh God.
Oh, needing is in like the bread.
Well, he did say he would make poop jokes if you didn't get to 7,000. So
That's true.
here
Yeah,
he goes.
guys. Yeah, please hit the subscribe
gonna
button.
do that
I'm
anyway.
blaming all of you for the poop jokes.
Yeah.
Hey, look! I found more money from USAID. Look, no, it's not. It's not USAID.
Are you guys?
It says, it kind of does because on one side it goes diplomatic security,
Diplomat, yeah.
right? But then I realized there is a USAID point to this because when I looked at the other side, I went, oh no.
United.
Oh, you
no.
and General
United
Assembly.
Nations,
Oh, that
yeah.
sucks.
Oh, look at that.
No.
So, how long have you been with the United Nations, Max?
I have not. I don't like them.
Old blue hat.
I'm just looking
He's
at
got
all
a
these
blueberry beret.
Yeah.
I like this one.
Blueberry beret.
This one
Valhalla.
looks kind
We're
of
doing
cool.
it.
It has a samurai sword. It's like cyber
Oh,
Sidef. Yeah.
What's that?
I like things with eagles on them, but some people get offended. Yeah.
Who gets offended over an eagle?
I don't know. Just like that. It's pretty.
So
Valhalla
what is
doesn't like bald eagles.
United
He wants to
Nations?
get them old toupees.
Oh, sorry.
cyber defense.
Yellow toupee.
Cyber defense. Yeah.
Sorry, I spoke over the expert, but what are you doing for the United Nations, Max Mura? Anything?
Nothing. I got a challenge coin from somebody in diplomatic security, and I said, "Okay, it's cool." But then I looked at the opposite side of it, and then I'm thinking, "Huh? Not so cool."
That's less cool. That's less cool.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's
So what are you really doing in Japan, Max Mura?
Nothing.
Well, he's
I
Japanese.
Right.
Yeah.
That's where he belongs, Yoli.
He was
That's where
grown
he
there.
I mean, he just claims he does nothing, but you never know. Max
Why
Mura has
not?
his secrets.
Why did I get
He's
scared
nobody.
when she asked that question? What he does? I was like,
Because
don't
you
ask.
shouldn't ask
Don't-
Max these
don't ask
questions. Listen,
I
Yoli,
haven't done- I
listen.
haven't
Max
done
is one of the most terrifying humans on the planet. He
I'm
knows
not.
things. He knows lots of
How you
things.
doing,
You
Past?
shouldn't know them.
And if he doesn't know them, he can find them instantly.
And he will share the information with you without you wanting to have the information shared. So you
Have you ever
learn at some
thought about
point-
maybe Yoli is the female
Because
version of Max?
and have fun. Gay
Oh my
porno
God, I was
videos
just
we
going to
send you.
say that. Maybe I'm the female version of Max Mura.
Oh, is that battery low for me? Hold on.
Them? Oh my god! Oh my god!
Did somebody say
Trickster,
battery low?
there's two of them.
I didn't say battery low.
Okay, maybe it's my
No,
device.
but my battery is running low, and
no.
I can't feel my face or my butt or my hands. I'm so cold sitting in the
Well,
bar.
don't feel your butt
it's
on
like,
stream.
Yeah.
It's like
we can
11
see
out
things.
here.
Stop.
And I'm
Showing your ass.
cold, and
I
my
have
phone's
gloves.
about to die.
What a
So-
Oh,
cutie.
that was you.
Donkey is awesome.
Hi.
Guys, everybody, please,
I
Rogan
gotta
Ranch.
go.
She is
I gotta
her
go
link
in.
is at the top of the
That's
chat.
amazing.
Please go click it, subscribe to her. She just broke 1,000 tonight. We want to make sure it stays over 1,000.
Yeah.
She'll probably lose about 10 in the morning. So you got to make sure you're subscribed there. And as everybody here, their links should be in the description of the show. If I'm smart.
an expert.
Believe it
I
or
have
not,
to say,
they are.
I have to say, expert was trying to like get people to subscribe all week, and I messaged him Discord. I'm like, no. I'm like,
oh yeah, she got mad at me.
I was like, do not say a word. I'm like, FNL are my friends and my people, and I love experts chat and the panels, all my friends. I'm like, I'd rather hit 1,000 like on stream, even though it means nothing. Like I'm not getting monetized or anything, but it's still it's a moment to celebrate with friends.
Yeah.
So I was like, don't say anything all week.
Roseman, we absolutely love you. Yeah, everybody who doesn't know Roseman, she's been in the chats between us and me is us and like Broken Baker a lot and everything. And anyway, she's a great chatter. She's been here, I think, gosh, like 2 years now. We've known her, and it's like she's like, she got us into shopping carts. That's don't ask about that.
Shopping carts and donkeys. You got to be good.
Well,
for
I
something,
saw that.
You know?
I hate that. I hate that when people don't put their carts away. Oh my god!
Oh my god! Yeah, it's
I
ridiculous.
saw that. Oh,
It's so easy.
Stop being lazy bitches.
I thought it was weird that I got
together only on
redheads.
FNL.
I know. I thought it was weird I attracted redheads.
Be a good person. That's
Exactly.
all it requires.
Exactly.
don't be lazy.
My nose is running. I'm completely frozen. I'm going inside.
Good night, Roseman. Congratulations.
Good night,
Thank you.
I'll see you guys in chat.
Congratulations on
Have
on
fun with your
1K
hair.
goal.
Yeah, thanks. All
Your
right.
hair clipper.
Thanks, guys.
Oh, the
Thanks,
removal
chat.
thing.
Thanks,
Yeah.
expert.
The
Thanks,
Annihilator,
Donald.
or
Love
whatever
you
the hell it's
guys.
called.
Bye.
Bye.
That'd be
Bye.
a good video.
Epilator.
Annihilator. is what I'm calling it.
Annihilator.
Yeah.
Epilator.
Oh man, this is good.
It sounds like a terrible torture device from
You
like
okay, Max?
ages.
No, okay. So what this guy, friend of Mean Copians, visited me. It was on Sunday night. So he's from North Carolina, and I had these Velos, these nicotine pouches, and he had from the United States of America the best-selling nicotine pouch, Zins. And so he said, "You want one?" I said, "Sure." And I thought 6 milligrams, I can handle it. And it just knocked me off. I was like, "Are you okay?" I couldn't stand up. I was really wasted. I was almost puking. But I
What
knew
is
it was Zins nicotine pouch. But they're a lot stronger. They use a nicotine salt versus say nicotine polyacrylics, which is like it's a slower release. And so this, to me, it was like doing shots of Everclear, except it's nicotine. So I was just sick. But I knew the half-life of nicotine is about 2 hours, so I was okay after that. But boy, that knocked me off my feet. So I'm that's why I'm trying to find these nicotine pouches that have the slow release nicotine. I'm happy with that. It's good.
Slow release. Yeah, Danielle was trying to get people to subscribe to Roseman yesterday. That's what she was just put up. And I was like, oh no, she doesn't know. Don't say anything. So anyway, Rose was like, no, don't do it. But anyway, that was great, Danielle. Sorry about that. And hey, also real quick, where did I just lose this? Look at this bad duck. Y'all, it's all about to get into 7,000. If you just please hit the subscribe button and you won't have to hear, why does Piglet always smell bad? Not because he's rotten pork, but because he plays with the poo.
Terrible.
Please
bad
make
duck.
it stop.
Terrible.
Make it stop, chat. Make it
Guys,
stop.
it's up to you. All you gotta do is just hit a little stuff. Just be like, okay, I'll do the guy with the sunglasses. That's cool. That's cool.
Ugh. Terrible.
That's terrible. Just
You notice
terrible.
that my wife's up here. She hasn't said one time, yeah, go subscribe.
I'm the one that brought it up.
She is.
Oh,
There's a
She
reason
is the
you're in
one
the
that brought
basement,
it up.
expert.
okay. So
There's
I
a
got these
reason.
fingers, right? Then that's where it comes up.
Shit.
It's a magic.
Are you
trick.
doing magic tricks? Did you just
No,
do
I
sleight
just
of
found it
hand
in my
magic
drawer,
tricks?
and I was going, "What? I have all these little things I totally forgot about, and I'm finding them."
Are we like playing show and tell? What do you have in your drawer?
You want to see?
What's in your drawers?
I have cat food.
I'm scared to see what Max
in the
has
drawer.
in his
Oh,
drawer.
I have pens. I got pens.
You have cat food in your drawer?
Pens.
Yeah. So if the stray cat comes up, like I can
Oh.
see it and take the cat food out. Because if
I
I
like
run to the kitchen, sometimes he leaves before I can get
Ooh,
outside.
look at
I
that,
have a
Baja.
kukri. I have a
Yeah.
kukri.
Oh,
in my drawer.
That's a beautiful
What is
kukri.
that?
that's a
It's
shaver.
kukri.
It's a
It's a
shaver.
kukri.
It's a knife.
It's for
You used to
it's
shave your
for
balls.
I cannot hear what it is. What is it, Valhalla?
a
For
kukri.
shaving.
It's a kukri. It's
Yeah.
it's just the shape of the knife. It's called a kukri. It's a yard tool. It's used for trimming brush.
Gurkhas use them. Gurkhas.
Gurkhas do use them. They're a phenomenal blade bushcraft item.
Hmm.
You know what else I got? Pair of handcuffs made out of 550 cord.
Bum,
Oh.
ba, da, bum.
We've talked about that
Oh.
before.
I got this. This is
Oh,
a mini.
giggity.
This is small.
What
Oh,
is
that's
it?
good. I like that.
It's a mini freak.
Mini freak.
Short blade.
Mini
What
freak.
is it? This is,
I just have an empty bottle of alcohol. So.
She's mini
makes sense?
freaky.
I was like,
What's this brand?
you need the
Which brand is that?
Constitution? We got a little bitty one.
Look at that knife.
What's that?
That's Benchmade. I know what that is.
Benchmade. Okay, yeah, thanks.
Nice.
I always forget.
Benchmade.
I also
What
have
do you
a
call
possible
a magical
sponsor
poop?
book.
Oh, you got a book?
Well,
What?
you got the Desires in Law.
Houdini.
Megan
Leave
Fox.
women evidence.
Leave evidence.
Oh,
Oh,
Megan
of
Fox's book. Outstanding.
Yep.
Outstanding.
It's her newest book that I got
Outstanding.
because I decided to read for once in my life.
Thank you, Heidi.
I have a possum and a peanut.
Heidi's awesome. A possum and a
You have a possum and a peanut? Oh, I was wondering what that was the other day.
Oh,
what is that?
It's just
It's
a little
like a
card. You
peanut.
can like
Did you make it?
roll it. No. Back in a roll scroll.
No.
Oh, cool.
It's like those like little Happy Meal toys.
I don't know. It came. I don't know where it came
Little
from.
monkeys?
Probably AliExpress. My wife
Oh,
buys.
I used to get. I used to have those. You have a barrel full of monkeys. I used
Barrel
to have
I
monkeys.
just have 2 monkeys. I don't have
Oh.
a barrel of them, but I do have 2.
It's enough. That's
They
enough.
hang out here with me. Oh,
And I
Your
have an
monkeys
empty
hang
shot
out where?
glass. It's empty.
Yeah.
I'm not going to drink this afternoon.
Valhalla has MG Law shot glass.
Oh, yeah.
I have a little Han Solo.
Like a giant Bucky's shot glass.
Oh, Bucky.
It's the
Damn.
best outhouse in
Won't
Alabama.
tell now.
so I didn't know this, and the other day, like I saw in the news that the founder of Bucky's son was like charged with like 24 counts of putting hidden
Yes, Patty.
cameras in the bathrooms of Bucky's bathrooms.
MG Law said best outhouse in whatever. So yeah,
In Alabama.
probably.
Yeah, it's the best outhouse in
Yeah,
Alabama.
he can
It says.
confirm.
Seriously.
Actually, I didn't go to the one time I went there. I didn't go to the restroom. So
They're the nicest bathrooms you've ever seen in
I
your
know.
life. Like
and I didn't go in them.
they're fantastic, but I mean, so now I'm thinking, is like my honey on some camera somewhere?
Oh yeah, POV toilet cam. Let's have a look.
Oh, I'm
Like,
sure it is. Hey,
Instead
Bad
of
Neck says,
pin eye,
what,
pim eye, you have brown eye. Searching.
God.
what did Spock find in the Enterprise toilet? The captain's log. Guys, this is not going to stop until we get to 7,000. Let's see how many we are away from.
Wiggle, 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 yeah. Wiggle, 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 yeah. Wiggle, 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 wiggle.
I don't know how to hit the right button for it. So,
It's like what What
thought
happened
that
to
was
you in your
perfect.
childhood that is what you want to see? People using the bathroom. Seriously, what did your mommy do to you?
They're stuck in the anal phase of development in the Freudian theory.
The one
Yeah.
thing.
I didn't know there was one.
Freudian.
there is,
Interesting.
there is now.
I guess.
Anyway, sorry.
Oh,
Psychoanalytic theory.
hold on, wait a second. We're stuck in anal? What?
Well, there's a bunch of phases according to Freud.
Just wait till the swelling goes down. It's fine.
Ow! I just hit my head.
Yeah, no, we don't need to go into that. I'm sorry. It was just a blurt.
No cookies.
Buggy's is building next to a gentleman's club up here. The billboard says 2 beavers, 1 exit.
That's funny.
So this okay. So this might answer your question, kind of. So when I was in my 20s, there's this British guy who now lives in the States, and he was going to get married. So we said, let's have a stag party. And so they were engineers. They're mostly American and British. Myself, and we went out to, it was in Nagoya, which is like the Cleveland of Japan. So we had to ask one of the Japanese guys, like, do you know a strip club? Because that's what you do with a kind of a stag party, right? And when we walked into the strip club, we're all like rowdy, and we're told, shh, it was dead quiet. And we're going, this is weird. And there were these Japanese, like sitting like they were in church. They were sitting there on in the seats, and there was this kind of old stripper. And we're going, what the hell? This is weird and creepy. And we're just kind of laughing. We're told to shut up. And then suddenly there was they had these little flashlights, these Japanese guys, and they were all holding their little flashlights and looking at the strippers woohoo. And I think one of the guys, American guy, he goes, "Hey Max, get up there," because she was Brazilian and she said something like "fuck off." She immediately saw foreigners coming in. She's saying, "Oh, she didn't want," and I was going, "No, I don't want." That was weird, but they're really creepy, clinical. The same guys who would like to see POV toilet cams and stuff. And that didn't finish. It didn't finish there, and I don't know how to.
There's more. Wait, there's more.
There was a guy, a young Japanese guy, who walks in, and he has, I don't know how you describe it, spasticity. He had, and he's walking in like this,
twitchy,
and then he joined the Japanese around the stage, and then there was they did this rock paper scissors thing, and we're going, what's going on? And then the spastic guy, he won the round. And he goes up on the empty stage. And I'm thinking, hey, he's going to get kicked off. You're not supposed to go on the stage. What's he doing? He's sitting there patiently. And this really old Japanese woman comes out. And we don't understand what's going on. And she starts having sex with him on the stage. And we are like expert. We're just like crying, like ashamed and laughing. And then but we could hear everything, and he can't get it up. And so she says to him in Japanese, and we start laughing. She goes, "Genki nai," which means like, you're not, Genki means, are you fit? You're like, and then somehow she gets him off, and we're all like cheering, yeah! and he's all happy, and he goes home like this. And that was just like, this is not. We thought this is terrible. Except the Japanese guy who arranged it, he came and he goes, "Max, isn't this great?" And I didn't know how to answer him. He goes, and he says, "This is where I lost my virginity."
Well, I guess it's better.
Wow.
Wiggle, 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 wiggle.
And wait, it gets worse.
It gets worse? How the hell does this get worse?
Me specifically, he goes, "You can go to the back and you can get whatever." And I said, like, no. And he goes, "No, I don't think so." And he goes, No. I checked ahead of time. And I said, "No, we've got to go to the next party." I couldn't tell this guy like how disgusting it was, because he was just, "This is a great place."
Oh my god!
And yeah, that was
that was in Japan, right?
It was not just in Japan. It was in Nagoya, Japan, which is like where Toyota is headquartered. 8 miles outside, so kind of backwards.
Okay, but it was in Japan.
Yeah, yeah. So that was.
It wasn't in LA.
No.
There's There's no sex in the champagne room.
It was gross, and
No coke in the bathroom.
The disabled guy. I mean, that's not, that's not how you want to go. Like, you wanna do that.
I'm sure he had a great time.
He might have.
Did you say he died?
Who's dead?
Hold on, did
No
you?
one.
I thought you only said he died.
No, I didn't say he died.
Oh, I think you said that's not how you want to go, and I'm like,
No, I mean that's not how you want to go with your first. I'm assuming it. I don't know.
Bad Dog says, did you know that when you say the word poop, your mouth does the same motion as your bumhole? Try it. Guys, it's 44 subs away from 7,000. That's all you got to do. There's 400 people here. Come on. If you're all sub, thank you. I love you all. I miss you.
Hey, Connor, you've been in Korea, obviously, but have you been to Japan?
Say no.
Would you like to go to Japan?
Yeah, Max could show you the good clubs.
Not anymore. He goes, not anymore.
The only time I've been in Japan was like when I was pre-teens, when during summer vacation, when I would come to here in Utah, we'd stop in where was it in Japan? It was somewhere in Japan. We'd stop there as like a little layover. And like I've never actually stayed in Japan, but I would love to.
Yeah.
I think it was like Nagoya, Japan. Yeah.
Okay.
But
yeah, because your dad was supposed to come over in March.
Yeah. It was on
with Andrew and Josh, and we would. I think they would have started in Osaka, but probably up to Tokyo.
Somebody's playing with the cat back there.
Oh man, we got cats flying. We got guys on stage. We got Bahala.
He's in Nagoya right now. Andrew, legal mindset.
Is he on stage?
No, but he's over in
He was
Nagoya.
at the party though.
Nagoya,
He's in
Japan.
Nagoya now.
Maybe I should message him about my strip club experience.
You should. You should.
Hey, Andrew-san, I have a place for you to visit. Maybe still open.
He can
Great
add it
place
to
for
the
you.
He's on the VIP list, Max. He's already been there. He's got
Andrew, I have special flashlight.
Maybe that same old lady is still there.
Was she old?
That's
Yeah,
what,
it was a long time
Max
ago.
said.
She's probably that was
Yoli's like, I'm
He's
out.
like 112 now.
Mama-san.
Oh, Blaver.
Hey, look, it extends. Look. Before.
Oh, yeah, I got one of those.
I like these ones.
You pull.
I used it.
You can
in
focus the
Cringe
beam
Bank.
or make it wide. Yeah, it's bright as hell.
I gave it to. I sent one over to Josh. So
I actually have two of those. I got them at Aldi.
they're pretty good.
Yeah, they're really bright.
Put it on the Isle of Shame.
Yeah.
The Aldi Isle of Shame. The Aldi Isle of Shame. There's a Facebook group of like all the stuff you can get.
Isle of Shame.
What do you
call it that?
What?
I don't call it that. They
Can get
call
what?
it that.
Get what?
I love that aisle.
So in Aldi, you have like this aisle where
A
you can
specialty
get.
aisle.
Yeah, it's like
Every week it changes.
Oh, I see. Okay, Aldi.
Get like a desk for $5 or a chair or rugs for $12.
I see.
People call it the Isle of Shame because you go in to get cucumbers and you come out with $200 worth of crap.
Speaking of, Max, I have a question. Do you know this chick?
Who?
Right here. Do you know her? She is in Japan. And she
It's like, yes, Max
Look
knows
at a
everything.
cucumber the same after watching this video. In Japan, when people
you
buy
seen this?
cucumbers, the first thing they do after washing them is remove what's called the aku, aka the bitterness and scum. This just makes sure that you
Do you have that problem? Is this I've never heard this before.
filled with the impurities
I
that
don't
are
know what
inside
she's
of the
gonna do.
cucumber
She's gonna
that
put it
creates
in
this
some
questionable
alkaline.
white gunk. My Japanese friend told me that all you gotta do is cut the end of the cucumber, grab both sides, and just start rubbing them in circular motions. At first you won't see anything, but trust the process and keep going. Eventually you'll start to see this foam appear on the surface, and that is what we're getting rid of. Oh, and also do this on both ends of your cucumber to get the best results. I know it sounds like extra work, but I trust the Japanese, and I've noticed a difference
No,
in
I've never
taste
seen
and
that.
texture. Just make sure to wash off that froth afterwards.
girl
This
has
quick
weird
and easy
friends.
Japanese trick will keep your cucumbers
I
from
think
being bitter
somebody
and make it
trolled
taste
her.
from good to
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
You will never look at a cucumber.
Yeah.
There
All
you
right,
go.
so
I
I'm gonna
think
go
her-
ahead and I'm gonna point one little fallacy out. She was like, "I trust the Japanese."
Oh, there's
And if Pearl Harbor taught
fallacy.
me anything, it is
Yeah.
to never trust the Japanese.
Good
Ever.
point. Good point.
Ever.
You know who's
The-
worse than the Japanese? It's the Japanese Americans. Because here's the thing: I've mentioned this several times.
Those
but after
sons
the
of
attack
bitches.
in
Don't
Pearl
even get me
Harbor,
started.
there was a pilot. He crash landed on Niihau Island, and there was an American-born. Well, yes, it was. Hawaii was a U.S. territory. It wasn't a state then,
Yeah.
but he was U.S.-born, Japanese American, and his wife. He wasn't a first generation immigrant. He tried to kill the other islanders because he spoke Japanese and tried to rescue the pilot. His name was Harada, and this incident that an American-born ethnic Japanese, their first instinct would be to, kill other Americans to for the sake of the Imperial Japanese Army at the time, or Navy. That was a decision. The Secretary of Navy, the decision to do the internment. That's what freaked them out.
That's why we had
you
the
know?
internment camps.
And so it was a privately owned island that had no radio contact. So when he crash landed on the island, they didn't know that there had been an attack on Pearl Harbor. See. And anyways, long time afterwards, if you go to the, I don't know what they call it, right by after USS Missouri, you have the Pearl Harbor Museum. They had a display.
Arizona.
They had a display, and the Japanese Americans made sure to remove mention of this incident, and so I think that, I think that's disingenuous because the Japanese Americans will say no Japanese American was ever convicted of espionage. There were a lot of cases of espionage and sabotage and everything else. So they have this weird left-wing Pravda, and they say, "Oh, we're the victims," and so there was a lot of cost. The other thing in 2009, the Smithsonian they declassified some records. So during maybe it was just before the war broke out, FBI, their equivalent of counterintelligence, broke into the Japanese consulate general in Los Angeles, and in the safe they had a book about 3,500 names of Japanese Americans who could not be trusted, to. And so this was even so. How it was described was saying, "See, Japanese Americans were largely loyal," but that's not the case. There were far more Japanese Americans, and they were access agents for the Imperial Japanese government. So this 3,500, 4,000 Japanese Americans, they were the minority who were loyal to the U.S. and couldn't be trusted. The majority of Japanese Americans were giving information, and so this is one of the things that still gets repeated, doesn't get put up, and it gets and so you're going like, oh, the other thing that in the internment camps was, this is funny because if you go to Tule Lake, they had these guys that everyone will not talk about to this day. They were really mean and tough, and everyone avoided them because they had tattoos, and there wasn't the name that you use now for Japanese organized crime, Yakuza or Boryokudan. But in the 1930s, it was the Japanese were what the Colombians were to cocaine in the 80s. The Japanese were the diaspora were running the opium trade, especially in the Pacific. So these were basically gangsters. They were all loyal to Hirohito. And so when I bring it up, I had one guy, he's Japanese American. And in both cases, the Nihao incident, he goes, that didn't happen. And I said, yeah, absolutely. Believe me, I know. And I gave out the facts. And he got really angry. And you know what he said? Max, what are you? Some kind of gook?
Hey, Max, Bad Duck says if Max starts to tell a story about female Japanese ping pong servers, he may die.
You know, ping pong is that thing with ping pong meme is more with Thailand. So we need to ask Legal Mindset.
Legal Mindset about that.
Bangkok.
And Bad Duck, evidently we're not at 7,000 yet. Waiter, what's this fly doing in my soup? The waiter says, pooping. Guys, just hit that sub.
No.
Hit that sub for Bad Duck. And then he hit, why so serious right before the end of your story? Oh my gosh.
I was in college before I knew about internment camps. Like, I was not taught that in school.
Really?
I was in college. I was like, I mean, I had one of those moments like, wait a minute, we put people in prison because where they're from? Like my mind.
You know, one of the craziest things that I have ever experienced as far as like Japanese World War II
is that we
I
still
was
don't put
stationed in
Yankees
Hawaii.
in camps.
I was stationed in Hawaii, right?
Uh-huh.
And I remember going to like Pearl Harbor and seeing the USS Arizona, and it was more Japanese tourists than it was white Americans. And I remember thinking at the time, being a young private in the U.S. Army, like, what is happening right now? Why is this a tourist location for the attacking forces? Like, it never made sense to me. I never understood it. But Hawaii has a giant Japanese influence.
Yeah, it does.
Remember, with internment camps, they only it only affected Japanese Americans on the West Coast. If you had to do it across the border in Hawaii, the economy would collapse. So they did what they did with the Germans and Italians. They put them under surveillance, and they figured out which were the troublemakers. So you also have Japanese Americans who weren't on the West Coast. So there's one guy named S.I. Hayakawa, and he was a small, short English literature teacher, but he wasn't interned because a couple things. He was in Arizona, or he was, not on the West Coast. I think his wife was Caucasian, and the left-wing Japanese Canadian, Japanese American community hated his guts. So I would hear things like, something's wrong about him. Maybe he's queer, or he did something unsavory not to be interned. None of that was the case. And so in 1960s, when something like the Black Panthers took over California's, the San Francisco State University, they took it over. And they said, you got to put in like black studies and all this other stuff. So the white university president, he resigned and took off. So they put in place this really short Japanese American guy. He wore a tam o' shanter cap. He looked kind of very weak and short. He taught English literature for all, God's sake. And so they thought he'd be a pushover, but this guy wasn't. He said, I don't negotiate. And so he called in Ronald Reagan, the governor, and they brought in National Guard. And so then the Japanese Americans hated him. And even in his profiles, even the communist Chinese in their wiki, they'll say, oh, he was of no consequence. But actually, they bothered to put a wiki on him, too. He was a U.S. senator. And so the left-wing accounts will try to insinuate that he was a senator in California state. No, he was a full-blown Republican after that, senator. But you'll never hear of his name. He goes by the initials S.I. Hayakawa. And the reason why they hate him, because it's another thing. It's like with Islam, if you renounce Islam, well, he was a Democrat. He was born in Canada. He was a Democrat, but he became Republican. So they really hate him. They can never forgive him. So, and to this day, I don't think people know about him, but you can look him up. Tucker Carlson talked about him like 2 years ago or something like that.
Oh wow!
And
You know, one of the things I find it's just like the little nerd thing. I mean, like White Rabbit said she didn't know there were internment camps until she was in college. I didn't realize that it was still a good law as far as the Supreme Court. The U.S. Supreme Court said internment camps are completely fine during the 40s. It didn't happen until, and I forget what the case was. It was it was his first term. His Justice Department, they brought up internment camps in an argument. And I remember Justice Roberts wrote the opinion, and he even commented that it was odd that the Justice Department would bring up the Japanese internment camps, and whatever the case was in the 40s that proved that, yes, they were constitutional.
Fred Korematsu.
It's Korematsu.
Is that the case? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, in the opinion, this was just a few years ago. He said, and while we're at it, because you brought it up, we can rule on it. Those are not constitutional, and so now they're unconstitutional. It was a flip, and it was never picked up by the media. It was never some little big. It's just one of those like nerd things. Like I picked up, I'm like, oh, like that's a huge thing, because I remember when I first heard about it, I was like, there's no way in America you had that sort of stuff. And then, of course, I learned about Andersonville and everything. I was like, oh, that makes sense.
Well, that is crazy, though, right? Like the fact that the United States put Japanese Americans in internment camps is absolutely insane.
Like they put Germans and Italians too.
Well, okay. Before he died, I had an opportunity. I had an opportunity to talk to the late Norman Mineta. So he was Japanese American, and he was like 9 or 10 years old when he and his family were sent to an internment camp in Wyoming. Now, Mineta was a Democrat. He was a mayor of SanOse in the 70s, and then he was
a Democrat. Never mind. Put him in the
internment. No. But listen. He served as Secretary of Transportation under both George W. Bush and also under Clinton. And
jokes.
So he was an interesting guy, because I talked to him before he passed, and he was somebody. Yes, he was a Democrat, but he wasn't. I also remember, like my parents are really left wing. They're going, "Oh, you have a moral obligation to vote Democrat." I said, "Oh, the Democrats are the ones that interned Japanese Americans," and it was the apology that was issued under Reagan, I think. So, boy, are you really voting against your own self-interest? But Mineta was interesting, because when he went there, they had something like TSA, and they confiscated his baseball bat, because it could be a weapon. And then later, when he became of age, he served in the U.S. Army. He was in military intelligence. He was in Korea, and then for some assignment, he was out here in Japan. He spoke this really old, antiquated Japanese, and when he was a congressman, one of his constituents gave him a gift. It was a baseball bat that was signed by Hank Aaron. But the rules in Congress, you can't have gifts over a certain amount. So he was kind of forced to give it back. So you know what he said? God damn it! That's the second time the government's taken away my baseball bat. He was joking about it. He was cool, and so he actually got eventually. But when he was like 10 or 11, he was in the Boy Scouts, and so there was a visiting troop of Boy Scouts that visited. They had an exchange, and he became lifelong friends with a guy named Alan Simpson. Alan Simpson is a former Republican senator from Wyoming. They're friends. Yeah. So, and when you talk to Norman Mineta, he was never whining about that or anything else. It's just something that happened. And he went after, he grew up. He didn't grow up and join the Black Panthers and stuff like Richard Aoki. He served his country, and so he passed away like 2 years ago. But just before that, I had an opportunity to call him, and he had just finished surgery, and it was just supposed to be like 10 minutes just to tell him that a friend of ours had passed away, but we ended up talking almost for an hour. And
was he under anesthesia?
Pardon?
Was he under anesthesia?
No. But he had something with his throat.
Well, hang on real quick. So until you hit, we're 40 away. There's got to be 40. I mean, come on, everybody. Look, here you go. We're stopping everything to talk about this. It's funny how corn,
Corn.
popcorn, corn chips, cornbread maintains its shape as you poop it out, yet it tastes completely different. Valhalla read that earlier. Valhalla, do you concur?
I don't like anything about it. I don't know if I concur. I have no personal experience on whether I can or cannot concur. However,
I was waiting for Valhalla. I don't like it at all.
I'm disappointed that it has made its way onto the FNL stage. That's what I'm disappointed in.
Oh, don't eat poopy corn is what Valhalla is saying.
Well,
God bless it,
You don't have any experience yet.
Oh, that's right. Yet.
Never.
Yet.
I mean,
I'm just saying.
Bad Dog also says a bear and a
no.
rabbit are in a field. Rabbit, is this about you?
No.
The bear turns to the rabbit and asks, "Does your poop stick to your fur?" You want to take the rest of this, rabbit?
The rabbit replied, "Nope." So the bear picked the rabbit up and wiped his butt with it. That's pretty funny.
You gotta tell that to your kids tomorrow. You gotta tell that to your kids.
I'm still like the whitest person in this chat. In this.
And she's Mexican.
I'm half Hispanic. Yes.
I'm sorry.
And I'm the whitest. Oh, you're sorry?
I know I did it wrong. I'm sorry. I was just.
It's okay. So yeah, but I'm the
I'm
whitest
stupid.
person in this chat. Oh my god.
You know what? I think if MG turned off his candle back there, he would probably be whiter than you.
Maybe.
That dude hasn't seen the sun in like 37 years.
What are you talking about? I was outside today.
Well, I did my
Just my
DNA.
TV is
and
bright.
I know exactly where I am from.
Chihuahua. White Rabbit did that. What was
Yeah,
your?
I'm half Native American, East Asian, and half Southern European.
Oh, it's that East Asian that got you.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm half
course he's
Sicilian,
Asian.
so I'm
more
not really
Native
not-
American than Elizabeth Warren. Everybody is.
No,
I mean, she's
I'm Elizabeth Warren. So the Native American
she's
slash
twice as
East
white as the
Asian
average
is
white person.
46%. It doesn't distinguish any more than that. So combined, Native American and East Asian combined is 46%. It doesn't distinguish any more than that. So, but you know, the funny thing, well, I won't go into it, but my mother, maybe I will. Should I?
Go for it.
Go for it.
Go for it.
Go for it.
Okay. So my mother was not all well. She had problems. And
Done all moms.
Yeah.
well, you know, mental illness ran in my family, and I knew that. And my mom had some issues, and I'm not going to go into detail, but she had some beliefs that may not have been rooted in truth. But when the O.J. Simpson trial was going on, she told
Was
me,
that Ito son of a bitch, wasn't it?
she said, yes, she said, and this is in front of my husband who I just married. And she said, you know, Yoli, your dad is Judge Ito.
Wow.
And you're going to be a lawyer someday.
Well, you are a lawyer, though.
I am a lawyer.
Yeah.
So I thought, oh my God, my marriage is over. My husband thinks there's genes in my gene pool. I'm never going to be able to. I don't even want
I
to
have
marry.
one question.
Yes.
Do you have a fascination with hourglasses? That took too long to answer. I'm taking it as a yes. You're Ito's kid. Oh my God.
Does he have a fascination with hourglasses?
You didn't notice, in the trial, like
37 of them on his desk.
people
Anyway.
kept sending them to him, and he put them on the bench.
So my mother is the whitest thing out of all of her siblings. I mean, I swear to God, her sister, her two brothers, they were all dark, but my mother was light, and I came out lighter than light. So I have no idea, but it's just funny because I speak fluent Spanish, and that was my first language, and people would never.
Was it
know.
really?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
That's really cool.
But people would never know it, and then I learned Arabic, and now I'm going to learn Danish.
Oh,
Wait,
Baker
you
will be
speak
happy.
Spanish, English,
He
and
can't
Arab?
speak it.
Yeah, Arabic. My friend, her from Lebanon, I learned from her to speak Arabic.
Baji, Zorbaji.
Marhaba kifa.
I don't speak Arabic. I just know a couple words.
He knows the cuss words.
He
What I
knows where
said
the
was
bathroom
good, very
is. That's
good.
it.
Good.
Well, Arabic is a lot like Spanish. Like camisa is shirt in Spanish, and Arabic camis is shirt in Spanish.
Okay.
There's a lot. Pantalones.
Mm-hmm.
Pantalones is pants in
Pants.
Arabic, and pantalones is pants in Spanish. So there's an overlap there,
Pocahontas.
Well, there would be because I mean
right?
the Moors worked their way up through Spain, so
Yes. Yeah. So there's a lot of overlap. So
Oh yeah, MG Law's Italian more.
Yeah,
Sicilian.
he's from Sicily.
Oh, Sicily.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why you're lighter skinned than him.
Bad Duck says people who study poop are called scatologists. But you know what they should be called?
What?
Turd nerds.
Turd nerds.
Guys, we're down to turd nerds for 40
turd
subs.
nerds.
40 subs and you want to be turd nerds.
And if you want to look up to see if your turd is normal, you look on the Bristol scale. Because I
This
am
is
a
a true
turd
thing.
nerd.
Oh my
I love
gosh.
poop. I love talking about
Would you
poop.
call yourself a scatologist?
Yes. Since you're a turd nerd, read Robert James' chat.
No, man went to the emergency room with 25 toy horses.
Oh, no,
inserted
MG Law's
in
gonna
his
hate me.
booty. Doctors reported his condition is stable. That's funny.
I like that one actually. That was good. That was good. That
oh
was
my
good.
god. Yeah.
That was good.
Hey, you're Lebanese.
Lebanon.
Yeah, not Lebanese.
I've heard of that.
No, he
I don't
lives
know
in
where.
Lebanon, Tennessee. He's Lebanese.
Wasn't
Yeah.
Lebanon
MG
the
Law.
place?
Lebanon has a space alien in the town square in formaldehyde. Okay, I just
live
heard a
one?
beep of some kind. What does that mean?
Oh, that
know,
you got a
somebody in the
private
back room.
message. I put it
Oh,
in
that's
there.
what that means. I can check private messages finally.
No, this one you don't want to play.
Okay, I'm not gonna play that.
It's Christopher
Thank you.
Walken.
Max Moore
But
is so
it-
much
but
better than
it's for-
Shizzy.
It's for MG Law. He's gonna kill
amazing,
me. He's
isn't
gonna
it?
say, "I'm gonna kill you, you little Jap." You know, after he sees this one. True Romance, the Sicilian scene.
yeah.
Do you remember that one?
I never saw True.
I don't think I've seen it.
Okay, when you see, it's a great scene. It's a Tarantino movie.
Yeah, he wrote it, right? Gabby, never go against a Sicilian when death is on the line. Inconceivable. I know that. Man.
Inconceivable.
One of the greatest movies ever.
Yeah.
If you go into a bathroom as an American, you come out as American. What are you in the bathroom? European. MG Law is another one you should tell your kids. Don't forget the rabbit and the bear.
Yeah, I screenshotted that one.
Yes! Oh, I can't wait to hear about that one.
So if you come to Helios, I don't know, Lusanda in Tokyo. So I had this guy who's complaining about Italian food, and he's in Tokyo, and he goes, "Oh, it's all frickin' Northern Italian shit." And he goes, "You got to go here. These are the only guys who do like Sicilian and like short pasta and stuff like that. And this place is really good." I don't know why, but all the British guys from the embassy like it, So,
What is it here?
Elios, there.
Let me share this.
If you come to Tokyo, go there
it
for
is
sure.
safe to share, right?
What?
Yeah, this.
Oh yeah,
Is
yeah,
this it?
yeah, yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so check this out. So those aren't those. That's not ramen noodles. That's fettuccine.
This is
Right.
Southern Italian, Sicilian. It's not Northern. Short pasta and everything. When you want the Parmesan, they'll give it a big hunk, and they'll do is you cut off as much as you like, whatever.
I
It's
want all
great.
of the Parmesan. Just keep
Yes.
coming with it.
Mrs. Valhalla hails her family hails from northern Italy. It was a point of contention in our
this is the
relationship
South.
very early on, whether or not
That
The
explains a
South
lot.
will rise again.
Yes.
What was the point of contention?
the point of contention was whether or not meat should be in your pasta.
Oh.
Obviously the correct answer is yes, it should.
Yes.
But
Yes.
Northern Italy is like weird about these things, and
What does Northern Italy do?
they nothing. They make a gravy. There's no meat in the gravy. It's just gravy.
Yeah.
It's
Well, like you don't put
not
like
how pasta
spaghetti
is
in it. All right, look at this.
It's like
look at that right there. That is a
Yeah,
Parmesan cheese ball.
That's like
I could eat off that thing for like 3 days.
That entire thing is Parmesan cheese.
Okay.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
That is awesome. All right, when are we going to Japan? Let's do FNL Japan.
Why would we go to Japan for
go to
Italian
Tokyo
food?
for Italian food. All right.
Oh, that's the worst idea I've ever heard.
No, it's awesome. Hey, you know what else? I just found out that the oldest Italian place in Los Angeles was built like in the 40s. I thought that was pretty sad.
If
Frank
we
Sinatra
went to
used to go there.
Japan and you ended up, I don't know, in jail for some reason for being an arse over there, do you think Max Murrah could get us out?
No, I've heard about their jails.
I've been arrested and I got out. But that was,
Yes! How'd you get arrested? What'd you do?
What'd you get arrested for?
Do you mind telling us? Yes.
Yeah, it was like a couple years after
Espionage.
9/11. It was a
After
Nigerian
9/11.
burglar in Roppongi, and I hit him with a 27-inch airweight. I still miss that. It was an airweight ASB tactical baton. And then I realized, they're after me. So I ducked into the Hobgoblin British pub, and I actually called the cops. I'm like,
Wait, the
they
Hobgoblin,
came in.
isn't that a villain in Spider-Man?
No, it's a British. It's a Hobgoblin is a British pub, and so then everyone saw me being arrested, and there were these angry black guys. I stayed out of Roppongi for 6 months after that, but I was really drunk. I know I had exactly. It was 1:30 in the morning. I had like 9 Guinnesses or something, and when I got hauled into the police station, I know I was really drunk, and I said, call Nakaoka. And Nakaoka was the head of narcotics for the Shibuya police station. And
Wait, hold on.
it looked like they probably, look, I don't know exactly what happened. It's not like the movies. They probably called him at home, and he probably said, yeah, I know him. And then they're brushing me off, and I'm like Eddie Murphy in Trading Places. Like, yeah, next time you better recognize, And then a couple days later, Nakaoka said, hey, what was that about? He got a call. And I just said, forget about it. Nothing. So I'm guessing if they called him at home at 1:30 in the morning, do you know Max Murrah? He might have said, yeah. And they might have assumed that I was his retarded distant cousin or something,
Oh, that's awesome.
And so, but several years later, I was working for the government on a restructuring project. And I thought this is a good time to apply for Japanese permanent residency. But you see, the rules are, if you've even done a small infraction, like there's a case where a white American professor of English literature after 20 years applies for permanent residency, and they say, sorry, Dr. Smith, but 17 years ago you borrowed a bicycle, so you're being denied. So I called the cops there and I go, hey, dude, what about that case? Because it never, and they were like, these cops are like thugs, and they went, forget about it, and they were laughing about it. And sure enough, I got permanent residency, so that's not an issue. But so the thing that happened after was the owner of that pub, Mark Spencer, he's a British guy. He saw me, from his eyes, he saw me be arrested, and he saw me with no. So it was weird. I got a call several years after that. And Mark Spencer had been caught for, I guess, domestic violence, one of his wives or something. And he had been arrested. So one of his staff said, Mark said, can you call Max? Because maybe Max can get me out. Because he remembered, he thought maybe I could do, but I couldn't do anything. Yeah. So that was like, boy, that was really,
am I the only one that's stuck at Hobgoblin and 3 black guys?
Huh? And so I stayed out of Roppongi. I stayed out of Roppongi for like about 6 months because I didn't want to run into any of those,
I learned two things in the last 3 minutes. One of which is if you give Max Murrah 9 Guinness, you're gonna have a great time. The other is that Max Murrah can get you out of jail in Japan.
No,
So
I got myself
all
out
wins.
of jail.
So we can all go because he can get us out of jail.
It could have gone
Okay.
south really bad. They can hold you for 22 days,
Mhm.
and they can renew it. So
22
and-
days? I'd be the tallest
I know.
dude in that jail. I could handle 22 days. I'm good.
Yeah,
I don't know, man.
Beat the shit out of you too.
You're not getting paid for it, Valhalla.
Hey,
doesn't
I went to
matter.
China. Wait, I
This
went
is
to
not
China.
like the kangaroo thing.
I went to China just after the 2001 9/11. Okay, so it was 2002 January. 9/11 had just happened in September, and because my last name is Medina, it has an Arabic meaning. There's a city in Saudi Arabia, Medina. So, so I had all my womanly things packed in one package, and all my womanly things weighed a lot. My husband had his things.
Did you have an eviscerator?
Well, wait. My husband had his things which don't weigh a lot. So my husband said, "You pull my things, and I'll pull your things." Well, we go through the X-rays, and guess what? My husband is chosen to take the stuff out of the,
Of course.
because he's the man, right? And it's Medina, so they think Medina, that's a city in Saudi Arabia. I don't know. So I get to go scot-free, but my husband's standing there and they're pulling out my bras. They're pulling out all kinds of stuff out in public. And my husband is like looking at me. I'm sorry. But we were detained. And I understood why we were detained, the last name, but at the same time, it's hilarious because my husband was like, "What?" And they pull out like bras and they're like looking at him and looking.
You're like, that one's my favorite.
It was just.
It's like, I think you got detained in China because they thought your husband was a cross-dresser.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I swear to God, they were looking at him like, and I'm like, "Look, I didn't decide this. Let's just get going." We got to China. We had a racquetball friend of my husband that was dating a very wealthy woman there, and we had a driver, and it was all nice. It was all interesting. I did not eat Chinese food.
Oh, you were in China. Okay.
But I did not eat Chinese food. They all ate at Chinese places, but I ate like at McDonald's or Pizza Hut, wherever they.
Oh.
Yeah, no, not.
The funny thing is, when some Americans come over
You went
to
to
Tokyo
China
and they're going,
and ate at McDonald's?
I would not. Okay.
Like eat a Panda Express in China. I mean,
Whoa, wait a second.
Your phone sometimes when
you
you're
could
in
have
China,
the best Chinese food in the
it gets
entire
really
world.
hot, and
in China.
the Chinese have accessed it and hacked it, and you'll know this because if you have your phone and the battery's draining, it means like they're accessing it, or it's just
That's
getting really
fine.
hot. Yeah.
I
Don't bring your phones. Bring a burner phone. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, I did have my phone, I think. But you know what? But this was in January of 2002, because 9/11 happened in 2001, right? Yeah, this was January of 2002.
Well, if you come to Japan, here's the funny thing. It's weird because my sons are actually recommended this to people, and they go, "What? Try the Japanese McDonald's." And they go, "Why would I come to when I'm in Tokyo go to McDonald's in Japan?"
It's very different.
And he said it's different, and
yeah,
and they do, and those who follow his advice, they go, "Yeah, you're right. It is different." So it's not a bad thing. I mean,
So I got a Hello Kitty McDonald's figurine. A Hello Kitty McDonald's figurine that's in plastic. From China, and it's probably worth a lot. I haven't taken it out of the plastic at all.
Oh, you know what? Hello Kitty is Sanrio. It's a Japanese company. But what about licensing rights? They didn't do a very good job. So this is legit. Back in the 90s, they were approached for licensing, and they gave out licensing rights to a company that made these little tiny vibrators. So you have actually, it's not. These are not counterfeits or fakes or whatever. They actually have legit copy or whatever
Kitty.
licensing from Hello Kitty, but Hello Kitty vibrators are a thing.
Yeah, that's mixed up.
Yeah.
Did your husband have one of those in his bag? Never mind. Hey, so look, hey, Valhalla, look what Jay Hip is saying. This is exactly what you and Broken Baker had going on.
I had my passport stolen by Chinese thugs on arrival. I had to grab it back and run for my life.
No,
that was Broken Baker at the arcade.
No, it was the exact opposite. They wanted his passport. He didn't have it, so he was refused beer.
Yeah, because he said he wouldn't give it to him. They were going to steal it from him. He said, "I'm not doing that." And then,
yeah,
we got all racist.
Yeah,
Then
but
anyway, got racist. It was
the China thing was a good experience, and I wasn't with normal people from China, so
it's black.
I got to see some stuff.
Oh God, mine's expired. Shit.
You know what? To add on to Max Murrah's suggestion to try McDonald's in Japan, I would say if you ever go to Hawaii, go to McDonald's in Hawaii because they serve like pineapple with
spam.
Oh, you like it because they have spam.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, look,
Spam's
Bad Duck says,
delicious.
"What do you call a poop?"
Spam is awesome.
Spam's so good.
Spam is spare parts and more.
Well, it's still delicious. Okay.
Yeah,
It
that's
is
like hot dogs.
fried up.
Have you ever had musubi? Musubi is one of the greatest snack foods on the planet.
Wiggle, 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 wiggle.
Yeah, it's good.
Facts.
The owner of Spam, Hormel,
Bad
I
Duck.
think the guy
Hormel.
this is like more than 10, 20 years ago. He was the first openly gay United States ambassador to Luxembourg or something like that.
No, spam is okay, but people joke about it. It's spare parts and more. But I mean, I've had spam before. It's fine.
Spam's
Because
good.
I mean, we
When
have
you
hot
go
dogs. I mean, that's like spam.
So in Hawaii, spam is like one of the
Seasoned.
major
Yeah.
meat products
Yeah.
because they're out
Mhm.
in the middle of nowhere, right? And spam can get shipped there for cheap and it
Yeah.
lasts forever. So
Mhm.
in Hawaii, like a lot of the cuisine is based around spam. You can get
Mhm.
spam fried rice, you can get spam and eggs. If you go to a breakfast joint in Hawaii, like 80% of the menu is going to have spam in it. It's amazing what they do with spam. It's so
Right.
good. It's so good. It's so delicious.
I do have to say, when I see spam commercials, it makes everything look tasty. I'm like, oh, and then I'm like, oh,
It's
shit.
good.
So
I
good.
don't want it, but
Really?
it does look tasty.
Throw it on the iron skillet.
Yeah, just like
Yeah.
bologna.
Yep.
I mean, if it
Bologna.
tastes like
Bologna's
bologna,
gross. Bologna's
Hot
gross.
dogs.
Spam's delicious.
What?
It depends how you do
Oh,
bologna.
hush your mouth, Yankee.
If you
Did
just
he
get
say
like
that bologna's gross and spam's
Yes,
well,
delicious?
bologna is gross.
Something
If you
out of a
just get, like-
can, spam
if
out
you
of a
just get,
can.
like,
Oh,
if you just get like Oscar Mayer bologna, that ish is nasty. You can fry
Still
bologna, it's
100,000
delicious.
times better.
You can
Spam
smoke
is a smell.
bologna, and
spam,
it's
in my
delicious.
opinion. Bologna is the same as spam. Is the same as hot dogs. Not the high end hot dogs, but the hot
Those
dogs.
are not all the same. Those are not the
But
same.
that's how
I reject your statement.
Okay, but that's how I see it.
so we need to
I
go to the store
reject
tomorrow.
everything about your statement, Yoli.
I need
Hey,
bologna and white bread,
Thick
and you
cut
fry
bologna.
the bologna. You put
Fried
it
bologna's
on
delicious.
some white bread with some mayonnaise, maybe
What's
a
your book?
tomato.
What are the
with a little
books behind
salt.
you, Yoli?
Hmm?
What are the books behind you? Because
Oh,
Vice
they're all
Baby
fine.
hasn't read a book. He's read one only, so he needs some recommendations, right?
Yes.
Okay, so like before the internet in the early 90s, I read everything.
But what are the
I-
books behind you? What are your favorite
So-
books? Which one do you recommend for Connor here? Because he just learned to read.
50 Shades of
Congratulations,
Grey.
Connor.
Pull out 50
Freud?
Shades of Grey.
Freud. Okay.
Freud?
What'd you say, Paul?
Recommend reading.
Freud.
50
Okay.
Shades of Grey.
Phonetics.
Okay.
Dianetics.
You got to read phonetics
Calm down,
first, Connor,
German in
and then genetics.
1940.
Phonetics
What the
before
hell is
genetics.
going on in that
Those are
bookshelf
big
right now?
books. I don't know if I can do big books yet.
Oh,
Like,
I have
recommend
a lot of-
Stephen
I have-
King.
if
I have
there's
a
no
lot-
pictures in it, then I'll pass. Thank you.
Oh, I
Connor's
have
still
a
on
lot
the
of-
spot books. Okay.
Hey, Freud might have some pictures in it, but you don't want to see them. I promise. I promise.
criminal law.
Oh, I
There you
remember that
go.
book.
I have that book somewhere.
Just saying. Freud
My
is
story.
I think I have like
where it is.
four.
You have
I have
no
like
idea.
I have
So I have a
4
lot of
law
books.
books.
Freud has been discredited for the last like 30 years. Don't recommend Freud to anybody.
Anne
Never.
Rule, my favorite true crime author. She
I don't know
sat
who that
with
is.
Ted Bundy at a hotline for suicide people. She was with him. She's great.
that's
She
creepy.
passed away, unfortunately.
That's creepy.
Yeah. So Anne Rule has a bunch of books. I've read a whole bunch of true crime books. But in any event, yeah, I've read most of everything. Anything that might have to do with computer stuff. Chemistry. Yeah.
Wheat.
Chemistry. I like chemistry. Let me see. Anyway. Anything that has to do with computers is not mine. It's my husband's. So.
Spice Baby's like, I'm gonna get right on that.
Learn about oxidation reduction.
Hey,
If
reading true
I
crime,
don't forget, then I will
reading
get
true
right to
crime
it.
books is a good thing.
Some exothermic and endothermic reactions.
Excellent. What?
What? She has a chemistry book.
I do.
So Connor,
I love-
start reading about exothermic
Amber
and
alert!
endothermic
Amber
reactions.
alert!
Oh my God, I love chemistry. The mixture problems.
Oh, yeah, it's awesome.
Isn't
I
it?
can't find my
Yeah.
Where you have like these mixtures, and it's not like math, because math, it comes out with a number and it's like, what the hell does that number mean? But with chemistry, you have like a 1.2 mole. You have something.
Yeah, there's some substance there.
Yes. Where
Yes.
math is just like a number. Like, what the fuck? Like, what is an imaginary number? You know what I mean? But chemistry puts it together. And I'm so sorry I said the F word.
Well, you're okay. We're more
What'd
than
you
2
say?
hours in.
I'm
YouTube
sorry.
doesn't care.
But
She's
anyway,
apologizing for the F word, but not for the talk of chemistry.
no, I love
I was like, what?
Oh my
what words
God.
other than F in chemistry?
Like,
Why would you
Fun isn't in
apologize
there.
for this?
carbon and the whole deal. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, but I'm sorry. I liked it, and I liked the like when you blow something up for
Oh, boy.
like a movie, and you have all these agents that combine together.
Hey,
When you
I
do
have
it
a book for
movie.
Connor though. This is a really good book. It's in Japanese and English. It's how to use the word F. It says, see the top? It says how to use
Oh my God! I should not
F-U-C-K.
have said the F word.
And
You
look,
can use
it
it in
has-
almost
it
any part
has
of the
That's what
sentence.
Caitlin showed her kid.
so you
Gee,
can
Okay, Max Murrah being all fancy, have a CD
Look at-
in a
look
book.
at this.
They still have those? Oh,
Yeah,
they
right.
got
how did that
pictures.
money get here? This is like USA ID, you know?
Wait, is that
It's
Bill Gates?
It's Bill Gates. That's
It is. Oh my god.
So it has explanation. See?
Cheese expert.
Anyway,
Oh,
I'm
look, Nick Ricada. Holly
Which
Killen.
one's Nick?
I don't know.
The one that looks most feminine.
The one with the gay tattoo, I think. Yeah.
oh my gosh, I've already said too much. It's late.
No, you have it.
What? What'd you do?
What?
No,
I've
there's.
already said too
No.
much. I used to read so much. Like most of the books here I've read, except for the computer ones, I haven't.
Look at this one.
Elvis.
He goes, I slept with your girl. I like this one. This is a good book.
Well, I just found the book on Amazon. It is $17.95 for a hard book. Yeah.
You want the hard fuck.
Yeah, absolutely.
Gotta get
Nobody
hard.
wants the soft one.
Mm.
Nobody wants the soft one. So, anyway,
This is bad. Do you recognize this guy? He goes, damn, you're hot. She's hot. It's Woody Allen.
oh my god.
God.
They really get the facts right here. Yeah.
Holy cow, man. Holy cow. Yeah, that's
Okay, So I should probably go because I'm going to be on Baker's morning show at 6 a.m.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Are you gonna have bagels? Hey, they have at Costco now. They have cinnamon. No, what are they called? French toast bagels.
I'm going to be
you guys
having
with
Red
those, bro?
Bull in the morning.
Red
I'm
Bull?
sure my
Red Bull's
Costco will not have it. So
You're not on with Baker for like 9 more hours.
she's got to get sleep.
But I do have to get sleep, yeah.
She's got to get
She has to have time to get up and get ready. And, she's got to have 2 hours to get ready. Because she's old.
No, not 2 hours. God, I'm going to roll out of bed and do what I do when I go to a court hearing on Zoom.
Are you gonna?
No pants.
We don't have Zoom court hearings here.
You
So.
don't?
Oh,
No.
wow.
Oh my
Okay,
God.
so I'm gonna do.
No.
I'm gonna do these all day today. They're not making me sick, and they're really good. Yeah, thank you, America. I don't know where they're made. Oh, they're made in Indonesia, I think.
Oh, that's where all the American stuff is now.
Yeah, really?
So yeah, it is.
Okay.
It's halal.
I'm going
Yeah.
to say good night to everybody. It was nice meeting you all.
Nice to meet you.
Well,
Good night,
we're gonna
Yoli.
get out of here in a few.
Yeah,
anyway,
I'm
so.
not the most normal person.
None of us are. Yeah.
I'm a
You
little
fit right
weird.
in then.
You fit
Yeah,
right in.
and I got to do a video on this Koberger case, which is just insane.
Koberger. That guy Brian.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Brian Koberger.
Yeah. Who knows if he did it or not? We don't know. I have no
Yeah.
idea.
Well,
Well, what?
no. It's just.
I wish he'd give me back my knife. I lent it to him, and I don't know. He says it's not mine anymore. Indian giver.
Touch DNA is.
I don't
is
think
the
it,
basis
I don't
of-
think you're getting it back, Max.
Nobody knows where it is.
Well,
It's a real
Guys, I put
Kmart.
Yoli's stuff is in the
Oh, yeah.
chat. Go check
yeah,
her
so
out.
I got to make content. That's the problem, and I'm on people's shows.
I know. So she's been hanging out with me. We did.
I love hanging out with the expert.
Well, I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I
And,
don't
and
know.
there's another creator too that I hang out with.
Boy,
but
she don't
most-
know you well yet.
Yeah,
does
you
she?
don't know me. No, we just sit there. We go. That doesn't make sense.
Well, it does. I mean, I'm a lawyer, so I have to say things in a certain way, and I can't I don't want to trash anybody or anything, but I would say what's on my mind. And the Koberger case is very, very complicated, way complicated, and there's a lot of stuff we haven't seen. And so for people to be commenting on it, it's a little unfair because there's a gag order, which I thought the gag order is really the reason why people are speculating. So anyway,
That's what happens.
it is what happens. I mean, it's normal. So anyway, thank you, the expert. and
Yoli, thank you for coming, hanging out, and actually, I mean, we're about
I
done,
love
right?
him.
Yeah.
I think.
Even if I don't say anything and I keep quiet and I just watch,
Well, if you hang on a second, I'm just gonna wrap it up.
You could just fall
because
asleep.
we're at 3 hours right now.
Expert's gonna wrap it up.
Yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up
I've been
and
telling
be
you,
a
wrap
fool.
it up.
Wrap your tool.
You got to make sure. Yeah, you have to wrap it
yeah,
up.
don't be a fool, everybody. Wrap your tool. That's the
Gotta wrap
the
it.
American way of doing things. Oh, wait a second. You know what I gotta figure out? I gotta go over here and then because you guys know that Sweet Brown's gone, right?
what happened?
Wow.
No.
Copyright.
Oh,
Who?
It hit me again.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Who? Oh, I don't understand.
We've been doing that for years.
Well, now if I do it,
now I feel like
copyright.
it's my fault.
For that.
how's it your fault?
I don't know.
I'm blaming
I feel like,
Shizzy.
people get bad things happen to them.
It might be
blaming
Shizzy because he's not here. We changed the thing,
Well-
and
Is it the one he
Is it
edited?
because you can't
It
pull
might be the
chats
one
up
you
during
edited.
it, so there's no?
If it's
no
the one he
transformation
edited,
of it?
it's his.
hey, look.
It's his fault. Go back to
You know
the
what
other
this
one.
is? It's big. It's black.
It's a
It's
train
because of
whistle.
Streamlabs.
Yes.
It's
Ah,
because of
good.
Streamlabs.
It's a train whistle.
It's a foamer
You
call.
and, you and Josh.
Big
with your train
black
whistles.
train whistle.
It's a train whistle. It's good.
Would you say that you're racist?
Not at all. No.
Yeah.
Look at my dog. He's as black as can be.